the button pushed. I pushed it like 2 times, and I said, if the stupid button will push, and then it pushed. So we're here.
Hello!
Kim's over there tending the fire. I was in John's live right up to the end. Oh, maybe I'm actually a minute early. Am I a minute early?
Oh, shut it off. You can't be a minute early.
I am. I'm a minute early.
Rules against going early.
Lester Saber, Mexican Spec are both in here. Kim says it looks like I'm drinking transmission fluid, except it's way too juicy.
Transmission fluid.
Gearhead's the first one in here on the hour. Mark Silvay's here. We did some moving around in the shop. We were able to move the car sideways a little bit, back it up a little bit, so we can. I'm trying to move, get Kim out of the way. I can't move and get Kim out of the way. But you can see what. Yeah, we got to start working on this side.
Yeah. That was a long 2 hours. That wasn't a long. It flew by.
Colby Queso.
Welcome in.
Yeah, I was trying to get ready at the last minute, and I was watching John at the house, and I made a quick sandwich. I realized I hadn't eaten anything. I thought, man, I'm going to be up here for a couple hours. I want to eat something, so I ate something.
Gearhead jumped in at 9 o'clock and sniped 4 points. The rest of you get 3. Good job for being in here early, coming straight over from John Wilburn. Mark Sauvé, John Wilburn is the purveyor, the promoter, the guy who puts in all the heavy lifting for the annual car club event, the No Name Nationals. That's up here on our banner.
Yeah,
and that is part of the American Hot Rod Association, and
well, he always does a live on Friday night. So I went in there Friday night, and it's scheduled for Saturday night. Like, what? So he had it Saturday night during the last 2 hours. So he like got up real close to us, and I bailed out 2 minutes before he was finished, I guess. So yeah, and he announced the dates for the No Name Nationals this year, which will be, I don't know, what was it, Mexican Spec, 24th, 5th, and 6th, I think, of September. Don't remember. I made a calendar and put it on marked it on a calendar that's on my desktop. So I've got it there. Oh, Mark Sauvé just subscribed to John's channel. Well, good.
So John has been a huge supporter
John
of
is
a group of people
the guy
who are every year he does a big push to help some new content creators bring up their subscriber numbers and improve their content, because the No Name Nationals is a content creator themed event. You have to have 500 subscribers to participate, not to go and enjoy the event, but to participate. And pretty much most of the people who are there are involved in content creation and obviously automotive content creation. And hey, Faith, welcome in. And it is a lot of fun to do that with a group of people. I know I don't particularly want to work on cars in total isolation for the rest of my life. It's not much fun that way. Or at least I find it to be more fun and encouraging with friends. It's one of the great things about doing lives is that, to get feedback from people and encouragement. But being part of a creator community is a lot of fun. And I got to meet a bunch of people who I really respected at the No Name Nationals. And we've been going for 4 years now.
Well, in the first year,
pretty cool.
The first year, which was, 3 years ago, 3 years and some months ago, it's 2022, I met Kim there. We've kind of been hanging around since then. And we've been to every one of them.
Gearhead says, I think everyone here would enjoy Rhea Ripple's channel. Didn't she just do a collaboration with ViceScript? I think she did. That's a big deal, getting to do stuff with ViceScript, because he's gotten big. And I know We met Dalton of Pole Barn Garage the first year, and Ray of RC Industries, and we've met a lot of cool. We met the Bad Tree Production guys, Professor P. We knew who Dallas Brown was, but we got to meet Dallas Brown. He's Mr. Rodder's Neighborhood and president of the AHRA, and I could go on and on and on with the list of names, but everyone who's anyone in the American Hot Rod Association, we've had the opportunity to meet, and just a lot of really cool people, a lot of cool projects and cars. One of the greatest, the best thing about the No Name Nationals event that other racing events that I've attended in my life, which not a lot, but you know, the neatest thing about it was I knew who the people were. I recognized their projects and their cars when I was at the event. Her art is crazy good. That's awesome, Gearhead. I'm sure I've seen her, but maybe I have not taken good enough notice. I will look again. Thank you.
You know what I'll do?
I don't know.
I'll do it now. I'll do it.
I try and let John do the hyping for the No Name Nationals, although we talk it up when anyone is not aware of it. But at the same time, that's John's thing. It's something that we do.
Did my lights work? My lights work? I didn't check my lights. Yeah, they work.
Year round, we're thinking about it and preparing for it, but it is not. Obviously, it is a racing event, and racing is not the full thrust of our, I fix things. And he,
J.G. Mopar.
I don't know.
J.G. Mopar.
Welcome in.
A CB radio guy and a Mopar guy.
Oh, okay. If you got here and you have not been awarded points yet, if you missed the 3-point round, you're getting 2 points for being here with the early crew.
Oh, so J.G. Mopar even slipped in.
J.G. Mopar slipped in for the 2 points, but I'm not going to award any more early bird points because
you already did that.
You're not early. Now you're just here.
Which is fine.
After now. But if you are watching after, if you're watching on the replay because you were not able to be here live, I will award you 1 point because we appreciate having you here. And we're finding that about half or maybe even 2/3 of the people who are watching after. And that's not common. Not as many people really watch replays of lives. So that means that we're really building an audience of people who are interested in what we're doing. So we're going to try and stay interesting. If we get really dull, I don't know.
J.G. Mopar blames the ad that he got on being 6 minutes late.
6 minutes? Man! He must not be able to hit the skip button. Maybe...
the skip, which means something else in CB world. Oh, geez, that's funny. Okay.
If you get an advertisement and you tell us about it, I will award you points for telling us about
who the ad is.
Who the ad is from, because they're supporting our channel. They're paying for all the kilobits. It's expensive to send our kilobits to you so you could see and hear what we're doing. And I don't got money for all those kilobits. You paying for those kilobits?
I thought the ads do.
You can't really afford it.
2 things pays for it. The ads pay for it, and those of you that are on YouTube, what do they call it? Premium?
Subscribers, yeah.
Premium. Yeah, that also helps pay because we do get a tiny, tiny piece of that
we really
payment.
don't. But they pay
for
the ability.
They do. They do pay some for that, just like they pay some on the advertising.
YouTube lets us stream. I can envision a day, and it used to be if you were like a corporate thing and you wanted to stream to a bunch of people, you had to pay for that. Now it's like free because YouTube wants you to create content for them, but someday it might once again cost you money to stream to people. I mean, you didn't used to be able to broadcast your TV program for free. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, I remember when I was a kid, we had 2 TV channels. Now we got YouTube, like 100,000 channels. That's pretty good, and we can have our own channel.
Lester Saber's watching afterwards. for Easter time and watching 4 hours in chunks.
Eastern
Well, 4
time.
hours is a lot to digest.
Wait a minute. Let's Saber's not in Eastern time. Are you?
I don't know. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, 4 hours is a lot of.
I think Leicester Sabres in.
What were we
Central
doing
time.
for 4 hours streaming?
Oh, we've done that.
We need to learn how to condense the interesting stuff into an hour.
Well, what we do is we start working in the shop, and we get talking and working and talking and working, and pretty soon 4 hours is gone, and the stream's still going.
Your head remembers 3. He must have dozed off. Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's okay.
We
You're
start
still
our
there.
day late, and once we get rolling, we try and get as much done in our evening as we can. And it ain't. Sometimes it feels like we're just spinning our wheels. Yeah,
Leicester Sabres in Ohio.
Yeah, where did you think
okay.
he was?
I don't know. I was thinking he was further. I thought he was like into mountain or into Central Time, but he's in Eastern Time.
Show him the Rosebud. Move this way a little bit.
The
We got
Rosebud.
the heat going.
I can't.
We
It
got
doesn't roll. It doesn't roll that way.
E-Fogs here, welcome in.
See,
I got the little Rosebud propane
that
heat
thing.
going
propane heat.
because it's cold in this corner of the shop.
It looks orange there. It looks purple on the screen.
Yeah, we have some
It
color distortion
does
going
something
on.
like that,
A little
but it
bit
feels
of
kind of good on my back. And we've got the big wood stove over there going. And E-Fog's here. Good evening. Oh man. So
Gearhead asks if you remember what the Lexan is for yet.
you know what? I have no idea. What's really strange
You
is
don't know how it got here?
I used to live in Geneva, Ohio, which is in Ashtabula County. But Ashtabula is a city, the biggest city in Ashtabula County. So I've had that box around here forever, just thinking it was some steel I ordered for an airplane project from way back and never opened it. So we're needing some sheet metal. I'm thinking, man, it might be chromoly, but it might be sheet metal. And it's never been opened. So I open it up. And there's this big chunk of Lexan, 3/8 thick. And then I find part of a label on that box that had an address that it was torn off, so I couldn't see who it was sent to, but I could see the address. So in Google, looked the address up, and it was a glass place, a place that does windows in Ashtabula, Ohio. It's like, how did I end up with this? You know, it was addressed to them. I've never done business with them. I've never even been over where that place is. I'm clueless how I got that. Absolutely clueless. And I've had it. I bet I've had that 10 years at least. So, well, and it came from Ohio, which means I moved down here in 06. So, 19 years.
So we don't know. And we don't have a specific goal for it. We're looking for other metal because we're using a lot of metal and it's expensive. And we were talking about it, but we did not make the video that we're trying to make. We tried to make a video. It didn't quite come out the way we wanted, but we're getting there. We're learning a lot, right? And so we're not experts, but we want to share the information, the knowledge that we're gaining in a more condensed way, because not everybody's got 4 hours or 8 hours or 10 hours or 100 hours a year to watch us work on some old car. So we're trying to make the condensed sort of videos about the project and about what we're learning. Go ahead.
Brett Borg's here. Saying good evening. When he was 73 AMC Hornet-based Cowboy mini pickup truck prototype was cool. That was like the AMC's El Camino, but they never did it. They just did I don't know, they built like one or two, what do they call them, concept vehicles, showed it a little, and that was the end of it.
Studio looks like they're cold. We are not.
Where are you?
Cold. It's almost 60 degrees in here. It's about 60 degrees in here, but it's a chilly 60.
The reason we're not cold is because of that heater,
well,
because there's a wood stove. Well, you pointed it at me. You could point it to you a little bit.
Lean Burn Cordoba is here. Welcome in.
Burn.
Glad to have you. How the hell are we? We're doing okay. You know.
We're burning lean.
We're not burning lean. We're running rich. Big and rich. The woodshed is empty. About empty. I'm either going to have to start
go
chopping up those big oak rounds,
those big logs,
or I'm going to have to go up to Kentucky and get another load of firewood.
We got logs that are this big around, or bigger.
Big.
They
4-foot round wedges of wood.
There was a tree in a woman's yard up the road here, and it was enormous. There were 2 of them, and I drove by there one day, and they're cutting them down. Like something happened to the trees, and so I said, "What are you going to do with that wood?" You can have it if you want. There we go.
I think they carted off a big section of it to the sawmill, but there was ants in big portions of the tree in the center, and you can't take the ant stuff to the sawmill. So they gave us all that, and
oh, it's enough to heat this place for probably a couple of months, and but it's big. I don't know how we're going to split that.
We don't have a hydraulic splitter. We're going to have to use sledgehammer or something.
Put a big point on the front of one of the cars, and we'll just. Oh, there's a video. Has anybody ever done that?
Gearhead says 3 new inches of snow and -5. That sounds horrific. Horrific. We're above freezing and it's still too cold here. And we had snow yesterday. It was kind of slushy and it was gone this morning.
Why is I thinking Leslie Saber was like in the Midwest somewhere? Man, he's in Ohio. I don't know. I just couldn't remember that. Now I feel like an idiot because I usually kind of know where people are.
Well, sometimes you get confused. It's hard to keep everybody straight. There's a lot of people who come in and tell us about their projects and their places, and sometimes we get it confused. All of my brain cells are not.
Chopping
they
broccoli.
Never were.
Chopping broccoli. I like broccoli.
For food.
Kim does not like broccoli.
You know what? I enjoy broccoli.
Oh, but you can't eat it.
But broccoli doesn't enjoy me.
Gear says -5.
That's what. Yeah, I read that.
I just saw minus.
Hey, if you guys haven't ever seen him, Dust Devil Garage is one of our friends with the No Name Nationals, and he's a good guy. He's entertaining. He has a really cool car. He was fun to meet. I've seen him a couple different years. Didn't he have a heart attack last year?
Oh God, I don't know.
He's recovered pretty well. We saw him at No Name Nationals, and he was getting around, but still taking it slow. But for a long time, he was streaming with StreamYard, so he would have guests in every Saturday night, and he took some time off. He is out there tonight. I think he started about the same time as us, so you guys could check in with him and check back. We're not selfish about that. If we're being boring, go over and give him, like his channel, help, give him a push, say hello, encourage him and whoever his guests are, see what they're about, but, obviously come back, but.
Dean Stevenson, 78 Fahrenheit there today, 16-mile-an-hour breeze. That's a pretty stiff breeze.
Oh, yeah.
And 10% chance of rain with 36% humidity. That's not bad, 36%. Man, I liked Arizona because it's usually around where I lived is around 10%, but it was much hotter. But here it's 50-60% on a not so humid day. So 36, there's nothing wrong with that. That's probably a pleasant day down there, Dean. Lester Saber says east of Cincinnati. Man, the only places I can think of east of Cincinnati, there was a place I used to hang out called Cowan Lake, but I haven't been there in years. That was back during my Air Force days. But that was kind of in that area.
Welcoming Craig May.
Craig May's here.
Mexicans, how was the Mexican spec stream? I'm sorry, I was sleeping.
Mexican spec stream was pretty good. He had a car on his thumbnail. It was a car we never see in the U.S., but they were all over the place in England, and it's a smart car, but it's a little sports car, and I forget what the name of it is. Smart Roadster or something. It's a little tiny 2-seat, really cool little car. And he had a picture of it on his thumbnail, but he really didn't talk much about it. So I don't know if he has one available. Maybe they're too new to be available for export. I don't know. They probably are. But he'll probably chime in here and tell me what it is because I can't remember the name of it. When I came back from England, I was in England in 2009. When I came back, man, I was just, man, why don't we have those here? Because a smart car is kind of a funny little box. Oh, a smart roadster. He says it's an '04 3-cylinder turbo. Those things they weren't everywhere in England, but I mean, every day I drove somewhere, I saw at least one of them, and they're just a slick-looking little sports car.
Faith suggests we should build a Mendel house. I don't know what that is.
No. We are trying to build everything we can build, and there's a lot of detail work. Like we worked last night on this for, I don't know what, 4 hours or something, and I looked at it, looks like we did nothing. But we did a lot. Man. Kim was tearing apart a door, the rest of the door from a Chrysler Crossfire that we have that's had a fire inside. It's a destroyed car, but we're using sheet metal off of it. And the sheet metal is quite thick. It's 18 gauge, which is 48 thousandths of an inch.
I wondered why that door was so damn heavy.
It's got two
crash bars
in it, and one of them's a tube that's a hardened tube that she couldn't cut through with a sawzall. That's kind of interesting. So
Dean says Dust Devil Garage loves smooth jazz. Good deal.
Mr. Del Campo, did you ever visit a place called Prescott, Arizona? Prescott, yeah, I pronounced it right. Prescott. Yeah, I've been there many times. I was there, the first time I was there, I was 10 years old. It was 1964. Went there with my parents. And we stayed there for, I don't know, a couple of nights. I don't know why we went there. We lived in Central California. My father wanted to go see Arizona. We all piled in the 56 Ford station wagon, and we drove to Arizona. And one of the places we went, well, I think the first place we went was Prescott. And, yeah, we traveled around, saw some things, tourist kind of stuff.
Crash Roadrunners here. Welcome in. Late but here, you did fine. We're only 21 minutes in to an 8-hour stream,
So, Leanburn, have you been there? Have you been to Prescott and Sedona and some of those places around there? Sedona's a beautiful place, but of course, as soon as you have a beautiful place, it's all red rock and red dirt. It's beautiful. You just can't even describe what it's like. Of course, the prices are... you can't afford to buy anything there. You have to build a gingerbread house on a live stream.
I better check on that.
Oh, yeah, the fire just made some noise.
The fire.
Cracking noise out of the wood
I haven't
stove.
looked at it. Oh, it's getting nice and warm.
Nice and warm. And the thing is we have a car between us and the wood stove, but that heat will probably go up and spread over here pretty nicely. Well, we brought it up over here 4 degrees since I walked in. So.
Well, yeah, but that's mostly just in that corner from that little rosebud.
Dean's singing something. Let's go to Prescott in the meantime. So
the studio is different tonight. I gave us more room to move around. Buck Del Campo decided he didn't want to turn the lights on. I'm not sure why that is exactly, but...
Greenberg says, I have only been to Yuma, Flagstaff, not the other places. Yuma. I lived in Yuma for probably close to 15 years. I don't know, maybe 13, 14 years, something like that. Yuma is probably my favorite city in the whole world. It is warm, and it is hot in the summer, but you know what? Oh yeah, that's the pattern for that. But it's warm. It's too hot in the summer for most people, but I don't care. Because the winter time, it'd be like 75 degrees in the winter. Nice day. And, okay, so here Kim is showing the piece of metal we're going to cut that out of.
Yeah, I'm going to see if I can peel some of it.
Oh, there's got a bunch of goo on the back of it.
Anti-warble noises.
Faith says you have an amazing sweatshirt on, Kim.
Oh, she likes my Titans shirt.
Which one is it?
It just says Titans.
Oh, that kind of Titans.
Everybody loves the Titans. I don't know. I'm not a very big sports ball person anymore.
Master Break is here. Good evening. Yeah, and Brett Borg says, snap, crackle, pop, Yule logs. Yeah.
Yeah.
Except we're not trying to make a pretty fire. We're trying to make a warming fire. You
Warm.
can't even see that fire because it's all, cast iron. No window.
I know. I wanted you to get a fireplace.
She wants you to get one with a window. It's like,
He doesn't want.
No, this is a very nice one.
It is.
We were talking about getting another one for the house, and I don't know.
And it costs money.
Yeah, it's another expense.
$1 million.
Greenberg says, Yuma was damn hot when I was there. Yeah. The hottest day I ever saw in Yuma, we were out at the test site, and it was 127 degrees.
What?
And that was, man, there was another guy, there was another older guy, he's like a year older than me, and we were probably 65 then, 64 and 65, something like that age. And I was still able to move around real well. But he went out, we had an airplane land, and you have to have somebody out there to recover it and turn switches off and stuff. He went out there to do that. He came back in the hangar, towing the airplane back. And he just looks terrible. And he goes, it sure is hot out there. And I walked outside, and it, I was used to 122 degrees, 124 some days. But 127 there was something bad about that. When I walked outside, I took my glasses off for some reason, and the heat hit my eyes. It felt like I stood too close to a fire, like a campfire will bother your eyes when you stand too close to it. It's like, oh, man. And so I got in the car, and it was 127 in my Mazda on the little gauge, and I thought, that's been sitting, it is in a shade structure, but I'm still thinking, that's because it's sitting still. Well, I drove all the way into Yuma, which is 30 miles. When I got to Yuma, it was 126. So I knew that was probably accurate, That was a hot and miserable day. But normally, if it's around 120, I don't know, I could deal with it. Gearhead says 310 to Yuma. 310 to Yuma. Oh, Last Train to Yuma movie. Oh, there's a Last Train to Clarksville. There's a thing downtown in Clarksville. It's the Last Train to Clarksville mural. I just found out about that. Greenbird says, driving through Yuma at night, open the windows. It's like a hairdryer. Yeah. Things grinding. Yeah, Yuma, you talk about going, open the windows, and it's like a hairdryer. If you're not used to that, that is kind of a surprise to have air that warm at night. But there was an open air mall kind of thing with, they had a little entertainment there, and they had a lot of restaurants and some stores and things. You could walk around this area. And I used to go down there at night. It'd be 107, 108, 109 degrees, something like that at night. So the sun's not blasting down on you. And it was really comfortable. And the humidity was 10%. So you didn't sweat. I mean, you didn't feel like you were sweating.
Okay, more noise.
Sweat was probably evaporating off you. Franklin, Tennessee. I've not really been to there. I've been through there, but they were in the news for something. I don't remember. Yeah, I saw something. I don't know.
Who was in the news?
Franklin, Tennessee. I don't remember what happened. I saw it, something. I don't know. The news mostly irritates me, so I mostly ignore it. It's just,
Hey, I found yesterday's bottle of transmission fluid.
oh, now I got two. Look at this. Two drinks. One that's extremely cold. The other one that's, it's cold.
Quart low.
Quart low. I'll drink yesterday's first. It's in here. It's cold in here. The top's on it. No bugs crawled in it.
Yeah.
Probably good. You know what's funny is it makes my tongue turn red.
I wonder why. Oh my
A friend of mine sent me pictures of her grandkids, little girl, tiny girl sitting there, sticking her tongue out like that, and it is bright red. So I don't know what she was eating.
Not red.
But she had her tongue out for the picture. Kind of reminded me of this, but this isn't nearly as red as that was. Man, the chat stopped.
That's because nobody likes them. They all
or they were all chatting and nothing, and YouTube slowed down. All of a sudden, it'll go, the whole thing will fill up. What's up with the Ute project? Well, you can see.
Nothing. We quit. We gave up. We're not working on that
man,
anymore.
what do we worked 4 hours last night on this thing, and I look at it, it looks the same. What about if I spent my overtime pay? Oh, this is Steve Edwards. How you doing, Steve? What about if I spent my overtime pay on a GE Super Bass and a Cobra 2000 GTL? Cobra 2000 GTL, man. Yeah, I'd like to have one of those. You know what, Steve? I am really enjoying that radio I bought from you. I've never had a sideband radio, and there's an area out here because we got trees all around here, but part of the property is just grass that I keep cut. It's not a nice lawn, but it kind of looks like a lawn. So I go out there. And I park in that thing out away from everything. And the antenna is on the, it's on the forward part of the trunk lid, the deck lid. And so it is somewhat directional. So I point the car the direction, whatever. I go to 38, lower sideband, and I hear where the skip's coming from. I point the car that way, and then I usually go to 37 or 34 or one of those. And man, it's 12 watts, and I've talked great distances with 12 watts. I am just amazed. That is the best radio I've ever had, I think. I am not unhappy with it. GE Super Bass is really expensive, says JG Mopar. Let's just say one guy killed and 2 injured in a ditch cave. Ditch cave. Oh, ditch cave in on a street near my house yesterday afternoon. Oh, no.
Okay, I gotta make noise for a minute.
Just shows you. Noisy, I'm sorry. Hard to talk over the grinder. What are you doing? Cleaning a welding surface?
Yeah.
Okay.
But I mean, I've got a lot of welding to do now.
What about that? What about that panel with the stuff glued on it? Is it still glued on? Oh, I know what you're doing. You're putting, what do you call them? Well, if you were a carpenter, you'd call this a nailer. Backer. She's putting some little angles there to put the outer panel, B-pillar panel on. Guy here in Ottawa had a DAC. Is it DAC or DAK? Home-based CB radio. Never saw another one like that. Yeah, and they're talking about
What are they talking
no shoring on that.
Oh. Everybody hates OSHA until somebody gets killed in an awful, horrible accident that was totally preventable. It's more work to do it the right way so people don't get hurt.
Well, it's actually the gross errors that cause the problem.
Digging holes is dangerous. Digging holes in the street is really dangerous. Shoring is there to protect workers. But doing it safely takes more time, it costs more money, and they make less profit. We're going to demonize safety.
Will you tell me about some of the things you did as a plumber? Crawling underneath walls and stuff. What was it you were telling me? That some soupy mess, and you were the only one that had crawled under the...
I don't know, I did, apprentice work. Yeah, just what you need, right? Is some young guy with his whole life and future ahead of us to get completely broke or worse or dead in a horrible, painful accident where they get crushed by dirt, where you think, maybe no. Oh, yeah, 13-foot trench, right? They had a link belt track excavator, right? And so it dug wide enough that the tracks could fit in to its maximum reach depth, right? So the deepest it could dig with the bucket so that it could dig a flat trench, right? So about 6.5 foot deep, as wide as the excavator. Then it got down in that trench, the excavator, and dug as deep as it could go again. So 13.5 feet deep with step 7 foot up, then a step, then another 7 foot up, then a giant pile of dirt. And then we had to put pipe down in that trench. No shoring whatsoever. We did it. We ran down the ditch with the length of pipe, glued it in, and ran back out the other end, right? Then got another piece of pipe and ran in with two guys watching from above to tell us that it wasn't caving in while we were running. Stupidest job I ever had to do. Stupid. But if you'd had to run trench shoring on that job, it would have cost 10 times as much. Because you'd have to have a whole nother machine, a bigger machine. The size of the trench shoring to make that safe is just ungodly. Anyways, I'm sorry to hear somebody was...
Let's see here.
Crazy stories.
Lindbergh says, I think Sanjian or Grundig, I think it's Grundig.
Grundig? Not
Grindig. Grundig are the brands they have. Don't they make receivers? I don't know if they make transmitters, especially in the CB bands. Don't know. My ham radio that I have is a what the hell is that thing? I can't remember.
Do you guys want me to get the other camera?
That's how much I use it. That's what I was going to say, Kim. I'm watching chat go by. I wanted to respond to that, but I also wanted to ask you about bringing the camera over so people can see what you're doing. Because it just looks like you're grinding and hammering. But when I go over there and I look, it's pretty interesting what you did, and we could point that. Well, at least they understand you weren't just hammering for the fun of it. That's what people do when they're in the shop. They tink, 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 tink.
don't even know what any of this stuff is. We're in the shop, so I figure I should hammer it.
Yeah, Craig May says, "Hey, I bought myself a battery-powered Spitfire, which is a World War II fighter with an 8-foot polystyrene wingspan.
Cool.
I think it's beautiful to fly or crash. Don't crash it. Of course, when you crash an RC plane, it kind of hurts the pocketbook, but normally people don't get hurt as long as you don't hit anybody.
Except Ari.
Oh, Ari. I haven't seen Ari in a while.
No,
Ari was working on, what was he working on? His truck or something? And one of his friends had a drone right behind him, and Ari turned around. The guy flew, accidentally, of course, I think, flew the drone into his face.
Did somebody give us money?
How did that come on? Oh, no. You bumped that thing, and it...
I did.
Well, you were doing something over there with the cords. Yeah, you were doing something with the cords, and it...
You blaming me for the stuff I did?
It turned the flashers on. Well, I guess we're excited to see the camera.
Woo-hoo!
So, anyway, Ari got his face all cut up with a drone. Yeah, it took him a while to heal up, but he healed up. He doesn't especially like drones anymore.
Yeah.
Let's see here. Mark Survey, Rockhound in Armageddon. We're sitting on 4 million pounds of fuel, one nuclear weapon, and a thing that has 270,000 moving parts, built by the lowest bidder. Makes you feel good, doesn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I've had to work on airplanes that were the lowest bidder. And you know where I work. We had airplanes come in, developed by who knows who. And what we do first is we kind of assess and see if it's going to be worth messing with. And there's a lot of them that are not worth messing with. And then there's some that are. We decide to put some time in them and develop a workable platform. And that's kind of what I do. What is this? In my youth, before bench cutting. Oh, Lester the Saber. $5.
Thank you, Lester the Saber.
We have.
That's very generous of you.
Now I have to turn it on. I can't get it to turn on. There. Now we have the lights lit up. Thank you, sir. Thank you. Okay.
Thank you, Lester the Saber.
And then it says here, who is it? Gearhead says, in my youth, before bench cutting basement holes, we were pouring footings and the wall let go. The cement truck driver, Tricky Dick, good name for a cement truck driver. The cement truck driver must have felt it going and punched the gas to get away from us. Yeah, cut the cord. Greenburn, your live stream was just interrupted by a very terrible, in poor taste, offensive American Family Insurance commercial. Okay, he gets points for that. He mentioned who it was.
Okay, you get 2 points.
He thinks it was offensive, but...
Offensive?
I don't know.
Sorry that you got an offensive advertisement. That's some...
Gearhead, there were 6 of us right below that truck. Dick's quick action saved our lives. Man. It's good.
Dick.
Studio says, Lord have mercy, baby's got her blue jeans on. Steve Edwards, ME-260 suit. I'll get it out yet. ME-262 jet RC plane. The ME-262 was a twin-engine jet fighter in World War II that the Germans had. And I think it would have been a very effective fighter, except the leadership there wanted to use it as a bomber. So the guy in charge was not the guy making those decisions. Mark Silvey, but it's a quote from a movie about an asteroid heading for Earth. This mining crew was sent to the asteroid by a space shuttle to blow it up. I remember that movie well. My son liked that movie. My youngest son, he was a little kid, and he had a model of that that weird looking space shuttle with the turned up wings and all that stuff. And he didn't understand all the, there's a lot of stuff that was kind of adult in that movie.
Oh, yeah.
But all he wanted to see was that space shuttle going up and the asteroid and all that. It was it was something we had that videotape then, and we watched it several times.
1 million times. Because
and he watched the same parts over and over. The lift off and the you know what the kid wants to watch. Hippie Long says he's here, but he's doing a show, so he'll pop in and out. Okay.
All right.
Hot Rod Rehab, and that would be Hot Rod Rehab is. Isn't that Dr. Art?
Is it? Is that
sure,
Dr. Art?
It looks like that little tiny picture.
Oh, it is Dr. Art.
It is Dr. Art.
We're building a Ute.
He says stencil yet. Here we go. Let's show him my aluminum pattern. This is not a part. This is just a pattern that we're cutting the steel from. But it'll go there. And we're working on. It's a lot of little detail work, but you got to do it.
I got to put filler stuff in so that so that it has something to weld to, because it goes into this seam and it won't work.
I think you or I have Dr. Art's phone number or contact information or something. I got to call him sometime.
Okay.
I want to talk to him about something that happened to his YouTube channel, and I want to make sure we prevent that problem. Because he had something bad happen. Not anything his fault, I think. I don't know. But he's going again. It's good to see you here.
I noticed that he was talking about he mentioned our project with Uncle Tony, and we appreciate the shout out during their live.
That's the one Uncle Tony said?
Yeah, that's the one where Uncle Tony said,
I gave him that idea. I don't remember that.
Yeah, you do.
I don't recall that at all. Oh, God, that's pretty funny.
Well, great.
Maybe he did. I don't know. Maybe he said that. I remember he was telling me how nice this car was, and it was because I got this car from Uncle Tony, and but I don't remember saying anything about making a Ute out of it. But I don't know. But we're doing it.
Fun to do.
Hippie Long, I hope you put a big Valiant emblem on the sail panels.
That would be cool. I want to do that, or a frat dog or something.
A frat dog. Well, they make some little things there that say.
One of these emblems.
Oh, what did you do? Just rip the horn button?
Yeah, we do. We have to make one of these emblems.
She wants to put one of those on there?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Big one of those on the sail panel. That'll work.
The original ones, if I can source one, says they called this a Wayfarer.
Yeah, but I think
so there's a Wayfarer. Yeah, I don't know. Whatever. We'll see.
Whatever. He says whatever.
I don't know.
Throw the other camera up for a second. See.
I got this.
Or here, I'll do it since you're.
I can't grab the mouse.
You can't get it quick enough.
Okay.
There you go. Now you can talk.
Now you can see.
Still see what.
Okay. Kim has put a piece of rectangular tubing
this here
down inside there. You don't have to pull it out.
Well, the door. This is where the window would have been. So I put a piece of filler in there.
So she
weld that in.
She'll weld the inner door panel, which is steel, the outer door panel, and then we'll put the sail panel. Well, she'll put some.
And then I'm putting this angle in.
She'll put what you call like I said, a carpenter would call a nailer.
And then the
sail panel go there. And the sail panel be steel. That's just the pattern. Little thin piece.
That reminds me. Let's see if that epoxy over there is softened up a little bit.
Craig May says, looking like a Valiant Wayfarer. That's exactly right. We have pictures of Tavo's Wayfarer, and we're using that.
Go ahead, bring up the picture.
Okay, that's where I have to. You got me doing a lot of stuff here with the camera.
Okay,
and that's where I had problems earlier, Kim, getting that source.
Let me click her.
I couldn't find that source.
That's because you're not on Google window.
No, I couldn't remember how to do that. Well, okay, I don't have the picture up back there.
Well, that's why. You got to bring the picture up. Go ahead and bring the picture up. Do it
You're
quick.
not letting me touch the thing.
You're fine. Sorry, guys. It's just going to take a minute here.
Okay, then I have to. I don't know where all my stuff went. You took it off the screen. Okay, there. Oh, and then I don't know how to move this thing around. You moved our little patch around, so I don't know how to fix that. You put me up in the upper right-hand corner. Covers the Ute.
Okay, all right, let me fix that too. I can do that. Okay, if you want to move a window around, you can just click on it down here, and it'll select it. So next goes our web camera.
Yeah.
So you could just grab it.
Well, don't move it over that far. It's okay if it covers the wheel. The part we're doing. Okay, whatever.
That's pretty good.
Okay, so then, yeah, so you can see what we're using there is Tavo's Wayfarer. And I actually zoomed way in on that, and I took dimensions right off the screen to get the ratio of where that, it's gone now up there. But the curve, there's a curve up there in the, that C-pillar goes straight down and then kind of swoops back. And I wanted to get that in about the right position. So I did that. So where are we at here? So that's the part Kim's working on. Let's see if I can find. Yeah, now we're like this. Jeez, I'm sorry. Too much messing around.
Fun. They love it.
Let's see here. What are we going to use for the back window of the truck? Okay, what we did was we went out to, Kim had an 85 Ford Ranger here, and she cut the whole back out of that cab because the truck is a piece of junk.
We used
the engine, we used the rear end, we used everything usable except the cab, and the cab
stunk really bad, and we didn't want to.
Oh, it's all full of mouse.
No, it was full of stink bugs.
Stink bugs and mouse stuff. So we took that off, and Kim, we brought that pickup bed. You've got the lights off so much that we can't see anything.
Can't see it?
No, it's just a dark hole.
I'll turn the light on for a minute.
So anyway, it's just the back wall of the cab of a Ford Ranger, an 85 Ranger. And the width was perfect. It just kind of went in there.
Well,
we had to narrow it just a little bit up there, but to fit inside. But it was quite good. We have the glass. It's one of those sliding glass windows, and we have the rubbers and everything. And the rubber is still soft and pliable enough that Kim just she did it on a live one night, pulled the window out. So that'll go back in there. So, and that's the front of the bed. And we have the bed from the Ranger, like the floor of the bed and the inside uprights of the bed, which we'll have to shorten it some, but it'll be in this. We'll use it for this Ute. Let's see. Dean says, Bratz Hog emblem. It's now got special equipment. Oh, okay. Oh yeah, you're saying they used the one from the Bronco too. Leanbird says, remember when the Challenger exploded? Oh, he said, I remember when the Challenger. Yeah, I know exactly where I was. It was in radiator shop number 2 that I had, and I walked out to. There was a catering truck used to come in every morning, and it came in about, I don't know, 10, 11 o'clock in the morning, and she showed up, and I walked out there to get a sandwich, and she says the space shuttle just blew up. I'm like, what? No, and she goes, yeah, it did. So I bought my sandwich. I went back in the shop and I turned the radio on and started listening. I remember that. It was one of those days you don't forget. He says, Steve, it's a stock Ranger back window and surround, okay. Gearhead, me too lean, still in elementary. Oops, I meant Bronco 2. Brett Borg says ×9. X9? ×9? Not sure. Craig May, that's it. It's it. Mate, M8. Mate. Dean Stevenson, NASA became known as need another 7 astronauts. Jeez. Everyone was okay again. Yeah, and then Columbia. I remember. You know, there's nothing safe about space travel. There just is nothing safe about space travel. And what happens is when they have, space flight after space flight after space flight with no incidents, you start thinking it's safe, and it's not. It's like going to the bottom of the ocean in some kind of a thing, and we know what happens there too. Now we have no space program, and neither does Russia. Well, we sort of do. I mean, is there anybody left in the space station? I don't even know.
I think we'd have to be following that.
Yeah, I haven't been paying attention. If we do, the only place Russia and the U.S. is working together on anything. But I'm thinking that's probably. Hippie Long says, and what have you flown to space? Nothing. Flew an airplane, a unmanned type airplane, just over 70,000 feet. See the curvature of the Earth. That was pretty cool. It was a solar powered.
See the curvature of the Earth. Flat.
It was a solar powered airplane.
What gas is it on?
Oh, the gas
Ask me
really helps to turn the gas on the welder.
Well, the good news is I didn't make all those welds without gas. I figured it out early.
Craig May says flying a plane isn't safe, which is kind of why I quit flying. I don't know. I flew for a little over 30 years and decided I'd cheated death enough and decided to go back to working on cars. I built a lot of airplanes, flew a lot of airplanes, did a lot of flight testing. And I got 23 friends now killed in airplane accidents. That's not normal. Yes, the last rocket that left the Russian launch pad took astronauts there. Really? Is that true? Because we had astronauts going up in private stuff, like Boeing's and Elon Musk's spacecraft, I think. Oh, gee. Steve Edwards says the day after the Columbia broke up, my wife died. Oh, sorry to hear that. Hippie Long says that launch destroyed Russia's launch pad. Did it? I don't know. That thing's not even in Russia. It's in Kazakhstan. So how are the Russians getting back and forth? They're just stuck up there again? Oh, well, they can get back down. You don't land at the launch pad. Soyuz. Well, if you should have been an astronaut. You know how hard it is to become an astronaut? I tried that one. I said, like not the pilots, but the payload specialists. I was watching someone work, and I go, and I was in that kind of crowd. I said, I could do that work. There's nothing there that I couldn't do. And the guy that I said that to laughed at me. He thought I was full of shit, but I don't know. I didn't see anything that I couldn't do. Well, now I couldn't. That's darn sure. I mean, all jokes aside, bloody tragedy. That's right. I don't know. Space travel's not safe. Russians have lost people. We've lost people. Chinese are going for it now. I guess they got some kind of space station. Here it says, but it has return pod Yeah, they have Soyuz stuff there that's there. If they cannot get resupplied or the launch pad isn't repaired. Yeah, they always have a Soyuz there. And they can cram a lot of people in the Soyuz out of there. How many astronauts can fit in a VW bug? Yeah, it's about the size of the Soyuz. I signed a petition at the first Star Trek convention and named the first shuttle Enterprise. Really? That one never went into space. I remember when they launched that thing off the top of a 747 and it glided down and they landed it. That was pretty cool. Right? I was in the Air Force then, and we were in some room somewhere and we had a TV in there and we watched it. That was pretty cool. Somebody brought a TV in. It was a jet engine shop. Somebody brought a TV in and we watched that Enterprise go off the top of the 747 and land. Oh, Dougster's here! Dougster's here! I didn't see Dougster come in. My friend's dad was an aircraft mechanic in World War II, and he had to fly them after he fixed them to test them anyway. Fails highly trained pilots. Well, here, somebody starts doing shitty work on an airplane. I go, you know what? You're riding with me when we flight tested. I wasn't really allowed to do that, but I tell him that. I take him on the second ride. You couldn't make him do that, but you make him think, I guess. That's a good way to ensure mechanics does best work. Yep. 2 in the front, 2 in the back, 7 in the ashtray was a great joke. Sir, long. No worries. SpaceX will save the day. They live for that moment. Hey, he's got I don't know what's going on politically with that guy. Never seen a guy be able to get more public money to do stuff.
Look at this garbage.
What is that? Oh, you cut yourself again.
Everything's sharp.
Or it's the same cut, or you cut yourself again. Here goes the
These ones are sharp.
Painter tape on the. Kim, how's your hand doing? That's what? What are you looking for?
Nothing. I was just showing them.
Oh.
My hand's doing okay.
Let's see the bad. Oh, you got it taped up.
The bad end, I'm.
Show them, because everybody's worried about it.
One Band-Aid on this finger,
and now
one Band-Aid on this finger.
It's the point.
This finger's torn up a little bit, but 2 Band-Aids.
It's down to 2 Band-Aids. Yeah. Okay, going on patrol. Is that patrol? Patrol. Later, folks. Okay, it's Craig May.
Time.
The only thing more dangerous than flying a plane is not upgrading the rear end to take the power. Man. Dean says, out for gasoline. Ooh, sparks.
It's the thing that happens as well.
Oh, yeah, but they shot over here. Gearhead says that Dragon is the only craft right now. I don't really know what happened to the Boeing one. They went up there on it, and then they got it back. Yeah, I don't know. I think, actually, my opinion was it was a big political thing. I don't know. Dougster, this little piggy's got Band-Aid. This little piggy does too. This little piggy has Gorilla Tape on it.
Yeah.
Braden's here. Good evening. How you doing? By the way, I watched the SpaceX launches from my backyard, 75 miles away. Man, that's how it was. When I was in California, I couldn't see the launch from Vandenberg, but as soon as they were up some hundreds of feet, I could see them. And I used to watch those. It was kind of fun to watch that.
You can't see rockets.
Yeah, you can. You know what's cool? When Dean Stevens says, Gorilla Glue would fix it. Luis says, I'm 23 years old. Oh, Luis is here. As the rocket gets up higher and higher, you see the exhaust screaming out of it. You see a flame if it's at night, and then it gets up outside, starts getting outside the atmosphere. That cloud coming out the back just expands like crazy because there's the gas that there's nothing holding it back. It just turns into like a giant thing. It's amazing to watch. Oh, Luis's birthday. Happy birthday. Happy birthday! Hey, we can have a special light up the Studebaker lights, but we can't see them. Good. Because I'm like in the Studebaker lights for Luis.
Happy birthday! Oh, I gotta get this thing off.
Dean says Max Q. How many people know what Max Q is? Max Q.
The guy who does the weather.
No, that's not the guy. No, that's Max Velocity. Max Q is the greatest aerodynamic pressure on the vehicle. Super glue, liquid stitches for Uncle Sam during NOM. Hey, you know when that started? Do you know when that started? That stuff was developed during World War II. Oh, here we go. Commercials. Sorry. Luis is watching the Wild Thornberrys movie. Brady says I have to give it to Bobby Pierce. Who's Bobby Pierce? For winning. Brett Borg is some kind of, what are these? See this. What is this?
See? Here on my back.
Yeah.
See the scar?
Yeah, I can see it. I don't know if they can see. They can see a couple scars. You got another one over here.
I got a big scar here where they put the titanium rods and screws in my back, and they glued like a scar like that long shot, no stitches.
With CA.
Surgical glue.
CA. Yep. Yeah, I don't know where the CA is around here. I always used to keep some CA around to patch.
Problem with sheet metal, cut yourself. It hurts.
And
Yikes.
And
What do I know?
That's why with aluminum, I'm always deburring the stuff. I just little corners on them. I take the time to do that so you don't slice yourself open. But with the steel and we're working and welding and everything, I know it doesn't make sense to deburr to that point and then get cut on it. Dean Stevenson Buff, it turns into a giant sky snake and flies away to the moon. Quote from Spike Milligan. Bad jelly witch. Bring back any gaming console. What would you bring back and why? Pong. It was simple. Pong was like, there were two things. You moved like this, and it was a boom, 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 boom thing that went around. And at the time that came out, we were like, we couldn't believe it. It was like interactive TV. We'd never had that before. It was amazing.
Is that your advertisement? RLS copper crimpable plumbing connections, fully annealed and ready for crimping. Trust RLS. If so, you get 2 points. And also thank you to RLS copper crimpable plumbing connections for supporting our stream. Lots of technical people here, so a good place to advertise your specialty plumbing stuff. I was a licensed plumber at one time, journeyman plumber.
So when you saw the Rocky Horror Picture Show, did you throw the toilet paper stuff? I don't even know if I.
You never saw Rocky Horror?
I didn't see that. I don't see a lot of movies.
I don't know if I've ever seen Rocky Horror the whole way through. I've never gone to the theater to see it.
I've always laughed at the last movie I went to see in a movie theater. Do you know what it was? You know what it was.
It was some kids' show.
It was Pokemon 2000. So that was 25 years ago since I've been in a movie theater, and I took my kid because he wanted to see it. And he loved it. I thought it was a kids' show. Doug said, yeah, that was his ad. Cool, Jannar head.
Gearhead says
I
he
think it
just
means
saw that
Gearhead.
one too. If you that was your advertisement, Gearhead, then you get 2 points as well.
Back in the holidays, they didn't say Max Q, but I bet they had it. They knew when they got to it. Yeah, it's Steve. Yeah, they used to actually call that out in the shuttle, didn't they? I think so. Kim knows how to sweat. Man, I hear there's like 25 sirens out there on the main
somebody's
road.
having a bad Saturday night.
I zoomed around the nation.
I wanna be sedated. Ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. They're all singing songs.
Brady says, I want to get into a heavy equipment operator.
A job corps?
You know what? Heavy equipment operator, you can make some money doing that.
It's hard work, but it's pretty reliable work. Getting a union even.
I knew a guy that was getting drafted. Back when I went in the Air Force, the draft had just ended. So in my basic training flight, there were people that joined the Air Force to get away from the draft, and there were people like me that just joined anyway. And because I just wanted to go in. And one of the guys that got drafted, I remember he was from Brookings, South Dakota, which is where I had lived when I was younger. But I didn't know him when I was there. But he was a heavy equipment operator. He drove what he called a blade, which is like a big road grader. And he made really good money. And then he was in the Air Force, and he hated every minute of it because he wasn't making any money, and he got pulled out of his job, and he had a really bad attitude. And I understand why, but he was making good good money. It says Job Corp is a waste. Yeah, go to school.
I don't know. Job Corps could be a
Can
start.
we? I don't know. I don't know how that works.
That could be a start. You know, anything that gets you into the thing that you're interested in.
Yeah, it'd be fun for me to run heavy equipment. When I found out what those guys were making, it's like, man, the people I knew that made good money when I was young, heavy equipment operators, and another guy was a diver, hard hat diver, and he worked with like big nuts and bolts and construction underwater. And that guy I remember he made $33 an hour, and that was in 1973, I think. That's crazy big money then. But you know what happened to him? He was going to get drafted, but he had a college education, so he ended up going in as an officer. He ended up in Vietnam as a second lieutenant, and his brother got killed. So his father, who was a more senior officer, got him out of there because once one son is killed, they don't let the other one stay in a war zone. And then his diving job was gone, and I met him. He was an auto mechanic for a while before he got back to whatever he was doing. Heavy equipment operators will work 80-hour weeks in the season and sit on unemployment all winter here in Michigan. That sounds about right. Louis says, well, 50 Buick Super is a red car.
Louis said he put up a short video. So
okay.
He must have a... Guys, don't be afraid to click on Louis' video about a 50 Buick.
50 Buick's a cool looking car. It's got big teeth on the front.
Yep.
It's really cool looking.
He's here. I mean, he's a good participant here. He likes his cartoons, but, be supportive if you can. But yeah, heavy equipment operator will beat you up. Those machines have no suspension. Track machines are like all day. It's not fun. It will age you. The guys who worked the heavy equipment when I was doing plumbing, it did it. I'm not that doing plumbing is better. We all got to have something to do. So if that seems interesting to you, check it out. And who knows where it will go. I don't think it's a bad thing. It can be a professional career.
Tippy Long says they're not the same school. How about joining the Seabees and I think it's learn and serve. Okay, so um 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 I'm gonna go up here and look. I don't know what you got going here.
What
I'm
do
gonna
you?
go up there. I'm just gonna go up here and look at it.
Oh, you want to see the welds?
And, well, I just want to see where we're at. Yeah, and you got the next step is putting the. Oh, you got
the next step is grinding a little bit.
Oh yeah, you gotta grind these little pieces off. Oh, I was gonna put the panel back up there, but now you really can't. Oh, oh yeah, it's cool.
Yeah, let me grind the BBs and then I'll put the other
Okay,
piece
I'm
on.
gonna take a break first,
Okay.
and then you can.
All right.
You can have a break. You can have a break.
I'm borrowing your soft chair.
Yeah, borrow my stuff here. What'd you put on this? What'd you put on this thing to melt this shit off?
I just leaned it onto the stove.
Oh, heat.
So it got warm.
Heat. Oh, okay. Oh, that'll work.
Luis, the car's going okay. It's all right. We're working on it. It's not that interesting. We chopped the back off of it. If you'll notice, there used to be roof that came back and went down, down to there, and a window back there. And now it has a cab like a pickup truck. It's gonna be cool, but it's a lot of work getting from there to here. Dean can't figure out where the rest of the roof has gone. It's outside. It's out sitting in the yard. Dougster suggests going to apprentice for the trade directly. I don't know, yeah. If you can get into the union school, a lot of times that's a good way to go. It depends on where you are. Sometimes you have to know somebody. I don't know. Hippie Long says, Doug speaketh wisely. So some of these guys here know. The best way to get into work running heavy equipment in your area might not be Job Corps. But like if you talk to Buffalo Campo about getting involved in the military, there's a lot of things that they would rather you not know because you can be very selective in the way that you join to your own advantage, but that's not how they want you to join because they just want they want you to be uninformed when they snag it in.
Oh, this thing's nice and warm.
Lester says the transition to the bedside rail top seems to be difficult to make look good.
Oh, yeah, we've talked a lot about this.
Well, one of the problems we're having with that is we don't have the bed in there yet. So we can only guess exactly what those dimensions will be. But this sail panel we'll be able to make a lot of adjustment. But, since it's not what existed there, we've got to make some accommodations for it. I just want to make some backers so that we can weld, and then when we like putty that seam or caulk that seam, that there's something back there, so we're not just squeezing more and more putty in there. We'll use short strand, but I like to have metal attached to metal.
Yeah, the inner door panel on these old cars is metal, so welding it all together.
Oh, that stiffens the car more.
That makes it like a big old funny shaped tube.
Hippie Long said it. He had a Cato Institute ad, and he doesn't even know what it is. I don't know, but he get 2 points for telling me about it. Faith says Kim and Buffy made a video about making homemade hot chocolate. Well, that sounds very seasonal.
Watch that.
If Faith is, what's your channel name? Tell us your channel name.
Well, you could probably find it by going.
You can't type the whole thing, but just give us like is it Faith?
You could find it by using her.
Can we?
At Faith, yeah. If you can use that, you can. Well, you'd have to cut paste or something. But
Dougster, I don't know if you can grab Faith's channel and put up a link. I want to see.
okay, so now you're gonna have to turn on. Yeah, you're missing that thing. Now we're clicking through a whole bunch of clickiness.
Cato is a conservative think tank. Oh.
Oh, where did that come up? Oh, a Cato Institute ad. Really?
I don't know why they would.
Yeah, Cato Institute is. There she is, right
I'm
there.
not even subscribed to you, Faith. I'm sorry.
No, I'm subscribed because you just subscribed me. Okay, if you're gonna subscribe also the bell. Click on it again, Kim, and get the all. Yeah, so then I'll get notices. Okay.
Guys, Faith has been considering making a YouTube channel for a while.
Click it, and then you can go up there and get the link.
Got some shorts.
Get the link.
The link?
Up at the top.
Oh, I can do the link.
Yeah,
right.
Copy and paste that, and then put it down there, and then we got it. There's a link.
There it is.
There's a link to Faith.
Guys,
channel.
Faith's been coming here and being supportive of our channel for a while.
Well, she's got a video there
she
with
participates every
a
week.
cool looking cat. I gotta watch that.
She's got
I'll watch
cat,
that when we get home. I'll watch
and she
that.
said
tonight.
she made a video about making homemade hot chocolate. That is awesome. Trying nacho fries.
Okay, so
oh, you've already got 1.6K views.
She's got 2 subscribers. One of them is us.
1.6K views is more than some of our videos.
I know.
You're doing great, Faith.
Refresh that. Let's see. Maybe we're the third. Maybe we're the third one.
3
We are. We're the third subscriber.
It's going good.
Okay. Don't play your video over our video. Okay.
They can't see it, but we're letting it play. Oh, she's got monetized music.
Oh, that's not good. Yeah, we can't.
That's okay. We'll give it a thumbs up. Congratulations. It's always great to start
yeah, once you get
your
monetized.
YouTube content creation journey.
Once you get monetized, you can't use that kind of music because they'll catch you.
Enjoy
instantly.
the music for as long as you can.
Instantly.
Yeah, once you get monetized, none of them will be eligible for monetization, though. But right now is a great time to do that stuff.
We have that video that you put up at No Name Nationals of Jamie.
Yeah, Dead Dot Garage and singing
and vintage and
well, of course
Dougster
you can't
Dougster was
that.
recording it.
That's someone else's song.
But you put it up, and it was seconds. I had an email that it had been no monetization.
But see, I didn't turn the monetization on.
Oh, but I got an email on it instantly.
It's not a party without Havarti. Is that a cheese commercial?
Havarti. Okay, you replayed that over and over and over.
Sorry.
Okay.
Relax.
Okay.
All right.
So let's get our thing back.
Get back on the.
Yeah, I can't see what's going on.
Involved in what we're doing here.
Put it up. What are you
doing? Put what up?
You leave it in a small window. I don't know why you do
well,
that.
because you like to do pictures sometimes. Let's just okay.
Here.
Braden says my shorts get a lot of views. I got one over 6K on some of them. I have a lot of shorts that are
0.6K.
over 1,000 views. There you go, Braden. Shorts are a great way to. We try and think of them as an advertisement for. It's like a commercial for your channel.
Oh.
For your content.
I'm out of shorts.
Eat my shorts.
No, different kind of shorts.
So yeah, I know you haven't been making a batch of shorts. You've been making one.
Last night we made 2, and one of them we can't use
because we don't have. Yeah.
Yeah, it links to a video that doesn't exist yet. Trying to get to 1,000 subscribers. Well, you got 3.
Start with 100, Faith.
That's a good start.
Be yourself and make the best content you can make. And if it's what you want to do, just keep at it, and it'll happen. We're up to what? 7,000?
Yeah, I don't know what we have. 7,000 something.
It took a long time. I thought we were going to have over 10,000 by Christmas, but I don't think now. Things have slowed down.
My goal was to have 10,000 by No Name Nationals, and I missed.
Didn't happen.
I had 66 or something, 6,600.
Yeah.
We worked at that. I mean, we really worked at that.
We did. It takes time. And we're a niche channel. To expect everyone to want to watch our content is silly. We're doing something that only certain people are going to be interested in. We're a certain kind of people that not everybody, a lot of really young people are going to be bored stupid by watching us. They're not going to like it. And it actually surprises me that people like Braden and Faith are interested in our channel at all, but we're glad to have you. But, a lot of times younger people are not patient, or they're not interested.
They're not interested.
But who cares about some old car that's getting cut up and making into something else? We do, but not everybody. Not everybody. A lot of people, they just want to buy something new, or they don't care about cars at all. Boy, when I was young, I could not wait to have a car. I wanted a car of my own, but I had friends, they didn't care nothing about it. They didn't even want to get a driver's license.
Both my grandkids. I was like everybody I knew when I was young. Couldn't wait till they got their license.
We're talking about cheese.
And I know. And I'm talking about cars.
Cheese.
And neither of my grandkids wanted. They didn't even care to get a license.
No.
They had.
Your granddaughter
my
had
son,
to be bribed into getting.
Yeah. Told them they had to because he couldn't drive them around anymore. Give me pepper jack or give me death. Oh man.
Everybody, make sure, if you haven't already, make sure you wish Luis a happy birthday. How old? 23?
I don't know, something like that.
Braden likes Carolina Reaper cheese. You know what? That sounds better in cheese. Because cheese would tame that down a lot. If it wasn't too strong, it might be really good.
What is this, Dougster? Triscuits are good with creamed herring and them. Taste. Is that the stuff that
creamed herring?
Herring that it's got that white sauce. It's got the white sauce in it. It comes in a jar. Is that the stuff you're talking about?
Creamed herring. What a crazy thing.
Oh, Faith says I love old cars and see them get cut up. I like to see old cars get welded back together too. Man, yeah. But I do like major body work.
The cutting is more entertaining.
I like major body work. I want to know what Dougster was talking about that. Let's see, Triscuits, smoked oysters. Oh man, you know what's wrong with smoked oysters right now? I can't get any that aren't made in China. And I'm not buying those because there's things that come in Chinese packed food that probably shouldn't be taken internally. So every once in a while I see some.
You don't like cesium?
So sometimes I see some from Spain. Man, when I see those, I grab them up in a second. I'll grab every can there is. But they're getting kind of hard to find.
I think we got to go over it. What
was
the store that had them last time?
Dougster says, "Oh, it's one of the ones downtown. It's we got to drive a ways to get those.
Yeah, we should go over there.
It's the one that's Fry's in Arizona. It's I can't think of the name of the store.
Kroger.
It's Kroger. And they have them sometimes. Yeah. Anyway, Dougster says yes. Okay, Kim, I'm gonna get that next time.
Okay.
Some creamed. He called it creamed herring. There's herring in cream sauce and there's herring in I don't know. It's a clear sauce. I don't like that so much. The creamed one is really good. The problem with that stuff is I'll eat the whole damn jar quickly.
Right. I'm going to grind for about a minute. Okay. I'm sorry, guys. You can skip ahead.
Buddy Carfano, my old boss, had me driving a tow truck before I got my license. Man, you do that today.
You better not do that.
Probably a couple people going to jail. Hey, Kim, before it goes away, Faith wants to know what kind of cars we drive.
We have a Jeep Patriot. I have a 66 Dodge Dart, and he has a 78 Mercury Zephyr Z7.
And you have a Ford van, the one that some commenter called it an ice cream truck, and I kind of like that. That's going to stick.
And that's on my channel, which is Kim Fixes Things. If you want to see my, yeah. Mostly we drive the Jeep. It's a good little grocery getter.
It's an 08 Jeep. The interior's nice and clean.
It drives
it's
really
just like
nice.
It's like a new car.
It's like a little get-around wagon. It's super, super easy, good on gas.
So we do drive that a lot. If I'm going somewhere...
It's nothing special, so if it wears out, we don't feel bad about it.
But it's like I want an excuse to drive my car. It took almost a year to get that car to the point where it was reliable and nice enough to drive. And I get in that thing and I drive. That's the one I want to take. And Dougster says, me too, Buff. That probably means he eats the whole jar of creamed herring. Yeah. That stuff is so good.
I guess it might be.
You know, and that's another. When I went
to Tuesday, Luis.
Oh, Luis is taking off?
Yeah.
Okay. Well, happy birthday. When we went to when I went to Russia, it was something I was surprised at. That stuff was in the stores in Russia. Same thing, that creamed herring. It was really good.
You read, I grind.
But I can't read while you're grinding. They're just gonna have to wait. It's too loud.
Keep up with the chat. I won't be long.
I'll keep up with chat. Buddy Carp on it, getting dispatched to police calls with no license is crazy. You know what? They assumed you had a license. It's like me being the lead designer on aircraft project. I was the lead guy, and somebody else hired me, and they just assumed I had a college education. I didn't. It was like 10 years before they figured that out. But they liked my work, and they paid me well. I can't complain. Just somebody pointed it out one day. Let's see here. They're asking what other cars we have that we haven't worked on here. Okay, well, we have pulled the Spitfire apart. We have the frame outside. The engine does run. The engine's off of it right now. But our plan is to build an aluminum body for that car. We have, what else do we have, Kim, that's in the
we have a couple of Dodge trucks.
Oh yeah, the Dodge trucks.
We have the Z car.
Oh, we have, what is that thing? A 300
Nissan 300ZX.
A Nissan 300ZX that's just sitting there on a trailer that is not running, but we have an extra engine.
We've worked on the Bronco too.
Oh, the Bronco 2 is not really complete, but it drives and runs. And I'm sure you've probably seen that thing. Braden, she and your mom were wondering when you're getting married. Braden. Well, I don't know what that's in reference to. Faith says, I watched a video about old car shows today. Braden, well, that is up to me and Faith.
That's right.
Oh, I see. That's who they're talking about.
That is right. It's up to you guys.
Yeah, don't rush that one.
No rush. Enjoy your lives.
Lester Saber, I had a Patriot. I liked it. I had to sell it when my left knee couldn't clutch. Oh, ours has a automatic. They left that pedal out of ours. And guess only automatics for the rest of my driving.
I don't like sticks too much either. Maybe for occasional, but not for driving every day.
And I do like them, but
traffic is just too much of a stick now for me.
And who is this, Kim? a name I can't pronounce. But right here, bone. I don't know what that says.
Bonajona? I don't know.
Bone for Joe. I don't know. Welcome anyway. You're here. That's
We'll
the
just
important
call
part.
you Bon.
Bond. I don't know. Tell us what you wanted to call. Okay, so you're gonna. Oh, I see. You've got a magnet there, and you've got your what you call a nailer. What do you call it? What's the real name?
Tacker.
A tacker.
Tacker.
Yeah, a thing to tack. Not a tacker, but tacker. Doug says one day I drove 8 hours to repower a failed tractor. GM just announced a recall on 3,500 2026 models for no owner's manual. Is that a paper thing? I'm surprised they don't just send that to your phone. Hippie Long, I've driven, maybe you can hear over the welder, I don't know. Hippie Long, I've driven straight through Stockton to Tucson. Yeah, I do stuff like that. The last drive I did like that was similar, was probably Oakland area to Big Yuma, pretty much straight through. Reed says, what Jeep is good for off-roading and mudding? What year and model? I don't know.
Regular Jeeps.
It's just a Jeep. What do you call those things? There's a name for those. It's Wrangler, yeah. There used to be a military Jeep, and then over the years they changed, but not much. They still kind of look the same, but they're not. And yeah, the Wrangler. Oh yeah, Doug Streven told you. Jeep Wrangler will have only good to make a mud toy.
You'll get the most support from the four-wheel drive community with the Wrangler.
Bond says, Bond, is that Bond Forge? I don't know how to pronounce that. Farm out tractors are classics. You know what? My daughter-in-law, her father was all into farm out tractors. Your head says, seriously, GM needs to get their act together. I can see where that would be a something that would get missed on a final inspection. But, Buddy Carafano, what was your longest road trip? Oh, I don't know. Probably, oh, God, the first year No Name Nationals, I drove pretty much straight through from Pendleton, Oregon to here, to Clarksville, Tennessee. And I slept a couple hours, washed some clothes, and I headed off to Missouri, which is the second trip. So, I don't know, that was probably 2,000 miles this direction. I don't know how far it was from there to here. I've done a few of those. Just press it through because I'm out of time, you know. But I can't do that anymore. I just can't do it anymore. How many hours is the furthest you've ever drove and how many miles? You know, I'd have to figure it out. I remember one time I drove from Grand Island, Nebraska to San Luis Obispo, California in one straight. And I think that was 1,800 miles. I don't know how long it took me. I left like in the morning one day and got there at mid-afternoon the next day. Hippie Long drove PA to California in 47 hours. Shit. Doug's through 91 to 06. Braden once with the Jeep 4.0 inline 6 engine. Yeah, those are, that's a good engine too. That's the outgrowth of the AMC 6. And Pretty beefy engine. Yeah, and that's the one that Uncle Tony likes so much. UTG. Josh Holman, all these car companies are going down the tubes, not just GM. But do you use dirt bike? No, not a dirt bike guy. I probably rode one once. I think I rode
it short that you were on a mini bike.
I rode a mini bike. That thing's too fast for a mini bike. That thing's dangerous. I rode a Kawasaki 90 one time, way back, like in the late 60s. I guess that's a dirt bike, but really, not really. I rode bigger motorcycles, not real big ones, but bigger than that. Like Honda 550, which kind of looks like a Honda 750 4-cylinder, but it's the 550. Honda 500, which is some kind of a V-twin thing.
I gotta go out and get some more firewood.
Okay. What else? I don't know. I can't be on motorcycles because I ride them too fast, and it's too easy to go fast, too easy to do stupid stuff, and Toaster says, drove one way 12 hours and never left the state of Michigan, Lower Peninsula to Western Upper Peninsula. That is something I've never been. The only thing I've ever been in Michigan is right along the lower, very southern part of Michigan, where they build a bunch of. It's like that's where the trailer capital of the world is. They build more trailers there than anywhere else, I think. But I picked up trailers just inside Michigan. Braden says, I want Ricky Thornton Jr. to win the mods. I'm still watching the Gateway Dirt Nationals while talking to you guys. Okay. He's from Wisconsin. Oh, man. Kim just got another load of wood. How much is left in there, Kim?
In the shed?
Yeah.
Not much.
Not much. That was full of wood. I'm surprised we went through all that.
We used it for what, more than a month?
Has it been that long?
Yeah, that was a big load.
Used it for a month?
Yeah, but we've got some slightly better weather this week. We're gonna have to go up there and get some more. Hamden or something like that.
Lester says off-road racing. Ivan Ironman. Oh, did you shut this off or did it shut off?
What?
This heater.
Shut it off.
Oh, because I noticed I was starting to get cool off, and I'm turning around to see which way it was pointed, and it's like, oh, it's off. Okay, it didn't quit.
No.
Okay. Yeah, it's starting to cool off in here. She's putting more wood on the fire, and the little propane heater's off. So what do you think of this crazy project? Man, I'm at the point where a lot of projects I can get bogged down in them. This one I'm getting pretty excited about it because I'm gonna get to drive it. I'm thinking like I don't know what car I'm taking to No Name Nationals next year. It's gonna be my Mercury Zephyr, or is it gonna be this Valiant? Faith says, when I was 7 years, I fell off a dirt bike and scratched my leg and almost hit my head, but I was lucky. Oh, man. Scratch from a dirt bike might be a big scratch. And Braden's naming all these people that I don't know who they are. I don't know any of these people. Visser, somebody named Visser. I know a guy in South Africa, Visser, but he pronounced it Visser like it was an F. Viss. His name was Div Visser, and he was a professional rugby player, and he retired, and he ended up buying an airplane from us. That's how I knew him. Professional rugby player. That's a guy you probably don't want to mess with. He's a really nice guy. I've been trying to get a hold of him. I can't find him. It's hard to find people in South Africa sometimes. And he's kind of famous, so yeah, his phone number's he probably changed his phone number, and I no longer have it. Greenberg says, do you think you might put a camper shell on that ute at any point? We have talked about it. That's one of the things I've talked about doing is taking some aircraft aluminum and building one. But I don't know. I mean, that's way down the road somewhere. It's just something we talked about.
Interesting.
Mike N. Still smoking my Boston butt. 2 hours to go. He was smoking the Boston butt in John's live, right? I was on 3 different lives tonight. I was on this one, John's. What was the first one I was on? Mexican Spec. So it could have been Mexican Specs. Were you in Mexican Specs cooking that Boston butt, or was that in John's? Huh?
He said he was going to take a break, didn't he?
Yeah. Butt roast, Mike. Oh, Braden says Wyatt Miller is Dale Sr.'s grandson, so that would be Dale Jr.'s son who races off-road. Oh, okay. Cape Town or Johannesburg. He's actually along the north. He's north of Cape Town along the coast.
You can go to the full screen.
Oh, I can go to the full screen? Okay. So, I don't remember the name of the town he was from. But, or you mean what team he was on? I have no idea because I didn't follow, I didn't follow any rugby games in South Africa. Doug said most barbecue guys appreciate sweet racks and smoking butts. Hippie Long says
Dougster with the joke.
Oh, okay, so Mike N was in Mexican Specs live. Okay, so I saw you there. So tonight ended up kind of odd because usually Mexican Spec has this live in the afternoon, then I do something else, and then we get up here and do this. But tonight, because John Wilburn did his on Saturday, it went from one live to another live pretty quickly. I think there was an hour break in there, which is kind of unusual. Hey, Kim and Buff, you guys watch off-road racing too? Not really. Okay. Oh, yep. I know what my job is here.
Yeah, I knew. Get that cleaned up, and then you can pattern it.
I can pattern it. Okay.
Be careful, there are a lot of sharp edges on that right now.
Sharp edges? Yeah. Oh, Kim, it's getting cold over here. Why is it getting cold?
Oh, here, I'll turn
Then I'm spraying this stuff. I'm getting even colder.
I'll turn it back on. I didn't know if it was too cold for you, so
I'm sorry, Kim.
I'm trying to conserve some of that.
I know.
Once it's gone, I don't know. I guess
well, we've got 2 more.
Right now.
We got other ones.
No, we have one more, and it's on the gas grill.
We got those ones Tony gave us.
I forgot about those.
Those are big. They're huge.
They're probably expensive too.
I know.
SpongeBob, you're spending all my money.
Well, it's freaking cool. When I was in Ohio, I told you, when I was in Ohio, I worked really hard and I paid for 2 things, rent and fuel for heat. And that's just the way it was. And then as far as eating goes, I bought ramen noodles or hot dog buns and cheese sticks. That's what I lived on. Cold, and all my money was being spent on stupid heater fuel because it was so cold. That's why I moved out of Ohio. I could not live in that cold anymore.
Yeah, I grew up in Pittsburgh.
We eat better here.
Yeah. People in the South, they don't even know. They don't even know. It's miserable. In the summer, it's real nice in Pittsburgh. Deceptively nice.
Where's the pattern? Is it still buried?
Yeah, but I didn't want to give it to you until you had something.
Oh yeah, this is sharp. Try this scaring shit out of this.
I know. It's
Okay, don't put it on there yet because it's got to dry.
Well, there you go. And I was gonna, I don't know. You could use white paint pen if you want to use a white paint pen, or you could use, you put tape on, and I cut through the tape.
Or I could use a scribe. You want to use a scribe? Let's see how that looks. Okay. Can you hand me a?
You can get a little closer to this edge. This is expensive material.
Well, yeah, but when I start turning this, I want the curve going this way, so I can get there, and I don't want that lip right there. So I don't know, something like this.
Move it down some. Move it. Yeah.
That's kind of what I have.
Yeah.
This. Yeah. Okay, I gotta get. I'm gonna try a scribe. Oh, that heat feels good. Yeah, this will work. I don't know what I'm doing.
Do you want this closer?
I don't know. It's like, I started noticing I was getting cold, and I turned around, that thing was off. It's like, oh, there's the problem.
Man.
Okay.
Ramen is so bad for you. Yeah, it's sugar noodles. Yep.
Okay. Don't touch.
I'm not touching that.
Okay. I need that. Oh no, I'll use this. This will work. Oh God, I was eating ramen. I didn't have any way to heat the water. I mean, I was living in an old gas station, the office of an old gas station, and I used the shop, and I was in there making airplane parts and working on cars, whatever work I could get, welding, it didn't matter, whatever I could get, that's what I did. And so I just get the ramen noodles, get them out of the pack, and they're like 2 layers. I pop them apart, and then eat it like a big flat cookie. Oh man!
Those noodles, you know what they're made out of?
I don't know, noodle making.
Ramen.
Raw men, like men that haven't been cooked.
Disgusting.
Looking back, I can't believe I was eating like that. It's just winter on Ohio for me was not fun.
That's pretty much the experience of winter in Ohio.
And worse yet, I had like a big yard out front, big flat gravel yard in front of that shop.
Yeah.
So to get out of there, I had to drive out of there, and I get like 3 feet of snow, which is not unusual. Lake effect snow.
Not at all. Yeah.
And then I didn't have a snow plow. I didn't have a snowblower. I had a shovel, you know.
No, you paid your buddy to come.
I didn't have any money. I might spend it on heat. That was.
I
love my shop, but I loved it a lot more in the summertime than the wintertime. The thing about Ohio is winter was long. Winter was a long thing. It was what, 6 months?
Yeah, true. Ohio winter.
Okay, I scribed this. I'm going to take it off. See how it looks. Those of you that have lived in Northeast Ohio or Erie, Pennsylvania, Buffalo, New York, understand. Because that's where what do they call it? Lake effect snow belt, right? There's a place called Chardon, Ohio, which is the snow capital of the world. Okay, Kim, can you look at this?
Changes. Enduring that.
Okay.
Well, I can work with that, I guess.
Yeah. Cut outside. And this is just straight right here. It skipped right there a little bit.
Yeah.
And this notch up here, you can kind of see that notch. You might want to drill a hole there. I don't know how you want to do that. You want to make that notch a little bit bigger.
Here's some drill bits. Go ahead and drill.
You want to make that notch a little bit bigger, and then you can trim it down as needed.
It doesn't need to be.
Yeah, I'm sorry, I'm not watching the chat. I am asking questions, and then I'm not looking at the chat. I'm working. Let's see, Dean. My natural father was strategy analyst for the win in 1995. He then coached Namibia and Transvaal, and then Tonga. Are those is that rugby stuff? The faces that Tim and Buff. What kind of concert? We don't do that kind of stuff. If we got time to do something, we're up here in the shop doing it. We rarely go anywhere. We go to No Name Nationals, maybe family event or something, but we really don't go out much. You never take me anywhere. I do take you places where we go.
He takes me all the places that we go.
Like my son's.
What's your favorite jail food to make at home? We don't have jail food. We don't know what jail food is.
Jail food? I think I had jail food in
we never got caught.
1972. Oh, I got caught. I got caught going 105 miles an hour on the interstate.
Would they feed you in jail?
California, and they put me in jail for 5 days.
They feed you powdered milk?
1972. Yeah, that's when I started liking powdered milk. I thought that stuff was disgusting when I was a kid. And then, in jail, they didn't give us enough to drink. And the powdered milk was damn good. That's, things are bad when powdered milk's damn good.
That's so.
I wasn't expecting that.
Woo! 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 Careful. Oh, I smell the burning skin.
This is either a dull bit or some hard ass metal. Hey, what is wrong with this?
That's great, bit. Sorry, like
Oh, that stinks. It lets you will. Oh, that's flesh. He welded flesh. Oh, it stinks. Okay, let's see here. Catch up on this. Like burrito. Shit on a shingle, yeah. Hey, Danny Boyd's here. How you doing? Yeah, I remember that stuff. That was just military food. That was actually pretty good military food. SOS. I mean, that's what you called it going down the line, too.
ooh, honesty.
SOS. Here it says 10-4 for something. What's this? Pineapple. What's Dean talking about? Pineapple. Braden, but you got to decide where the pineapple goes. Man, you said we had pineapple, Kim. Oh, Biggie Trolla. Who's Biggie Trolla? Somebody new coming here? More.
Careful behind you. There's a big heater.
Yeah, I know. My butt's getting really warm. More 8286. Good evening. What's Biggie Trolla? I don't know what that is. Second equal moon.
Moon pie.
Where do you get pie? I don't know where that key is. I don't know where that key is. Would you ever make hot chocolate inside the ute at any time?
Yeah, especially if Faith came to make it for it.
Oh, God. I got a sharp drill and it went right through. Imagine that.
I'm going to weld.
Okay, don't weld your finger again. Dean Stevens took scrambled eggs and then he took it away. John Bossoms. Kim Buck, what age did you start getting interested in working on cars? I think I was 2 or maybe 3. I got a story about that. Hey, kidding. You drove a pineapple and it still isn't so good. Okay. Right.
Yeah, son.
I don't know, I'm not half paying attention to the chat. I'm sorry, everybody. Slimo, I stopped my ute shaking with a new yoke.
The youth yoke?
$250 well spent. Let's see here. Man, they're talking about all kinds of stuff I missed.
Ooh,
Lista Saber, I hated liver. I did when I was young, but I started with it later. Danny Boy. But I'd eat liver. Now you couldn't pay me to eat liver. See, Kim cooked liver one time, and it was really good. And I liked it in the Air Force sometimes. When I was a little kid, I thought it was disgusting.
Hey, Granddad's Junk is here. Granddad's Junk, I watched a bunch of your, like 3 of your videos today.
That's what I was watching between Mexican Specs and John's. I was watching Granddad's Junk. So
I watched the one with that big green
single
cylinder diesel.
Me too. I watched that.
You had the little oil can and you were oiling the I think that's cool as heck that you keep that going. You better get a cover on that. It doesn't need to get rained on. Come on.
I'm having problems with this.
Really? I probably don't need all the corners drilled or anything like that.
Well, I'm pushing on hard enough. I'm starting to bend the metal, which is bad.
Oh, don't do that.
Where's my box of
You only need one.
Where's my box of drill bits? It's over here. Never mind. I found another bit. I just can't get it. It's getting away from me.
Oh, there. Yeah, that probably do need a drill.
Yeah, it needs a drill. And I'm just struggling. Got the world's dullest drill bit. I don't know what happened to that drill bit.
World's dullest.
But it looks like a drill bit, but it's not a drill bit. It's just a noisemaker.
Oh, you know what I did? Hold on.
What?
I think. What did I do here?
Okay, my suggestion is to make this tab a little bit longer because you can always cut it off.
I think I made both of these tabs longer, and I think I folded this one over so it would add some stiffness up
Okay,
the top.
so you may want to put a piece of tape or something so you can guide it. But there's the shape of the pattern.
Okay, excellent.
And so you can you'll have that.
All right.
Does that help?
Yeah. I think I want to do it over on that table. I could take the. Do you guys want to watch me cut this? Have you not seen enough of me using the shear? I'll do it here. Let me get the shear. Is this like glove down here on the floor? It's one of them, yeah.
Not my glove.
I'm sorry.
No, it's not one.
There's some gloves here. This is the one.
I just see my glove on the floor, and it's like, okay. And then this thing is getting cooler. Can I?
the fire. I'll talk with you guys, and then once he's done there, I'll do this. I gotta cut that out pattern. Liver is a crime against onions? No, liver and onions.
Oh, liver onions.
My mom made liver and onions for us a lot when I was
Is that
a kid.
why you know how to make that?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, that was good.
Oh, look, Moparquet Don't Play is here. Welcome in. Yeah, Granddad's Junk was working on his windmill, and he was also showing the piece of wood that he's shipping over to Kiwi.
He was kind of scaring me, though, getting close to that thing and putting oil in that big engine.
Oh, yeah, with that giant flywheel going. That's crazy stuff.
And a belt there and everything. It's like, don't get caught in that.
Wendy English. Hey, Wendy. How you doing?
All these people are showing up and I'm not there.
That's all right. He's just over tending the fire. He'll be right back. I brought in some wood. Throw some more wood in.
I put a couple pieces. I put 3 little pieces in there, and that giant log in there, I turned it over. Yeah, it was damp. That's why I put it in there. That's why it's not.
It'll start burning before long. It just needs a little drying.
Okay.
Wendy says, I love liver, Don don't. It's an acquired taste. It's something that you have to be accustomed to, or it's not like beef. It's different.
Oh, when I was a kid, I thought liver was disgusting. I got over it like.
Dan says, I ain't going to eat a Wurlitzer, and I ain't going to eat any other organ either. Wow. Dean likes chopped liver and fava beans. That sounds like something a psychotic killer would say.
What are you doing listening to psychotic killers?
I don't know. I just do sometimes.
I need cough drops.
Oh, Mark Sauvé liked his mom's Italian spaghetti. Rest her soul. Nice. My grandmother used to make the spaghetti.
I got a question.
She didn't like if you chopped. She'd give you a hard time if you cut your spaghetti. You're supposed to spin it on the fork.
I've got a question for Mark Sauvé. What is a customary dish from your area of the world? You know, like
you're back.
Like every area seems to have, like in Arizona, man, there's Mexican food, like 2 restaurants every block, you know. But I just wonder what's customary for you. I should ask Dean the same question. Kept the seat warm. This is good. It's warmer over here than over there. Poutine. I don't even know what that is. Poutine. Gearhead. Fram. Barrows. Throw another. Oh, Barrows is here. Hey. Didn't see you. Of course, I was over there. Throw another log on the fire. Mix me up some bacon and beans. Oh, man. We're out of bacon. I just ran out of bacon. We got to buy bacon. I cooked some bacon and we made sandwiches with the bacon. It was really good. Gearhead spaghetti like chili. It's better on day 2. You know, pizza's the same way. I don't know what it is about cold pizza. Cold pizza's okay. I used to eat cold pizza for breakfast. Wonderful. But not when it's cold like this. Mean Street Mopar's here. Good evening.
Hey, welcome in.
What was that big crash?
Nothing, don't worry about it.
Nothing. Big crash noise and it's nothing.
Don't worry. Nothing. Nothing more to see here.
Nothing more to see here. Buddy Carpano, fried chicken, one of my favorites. Yeah, fried chicken's good.
Oh, someone asked what the theme is for Tuesday night.
Tuesday night was Buddy Carpano will know.
You don't remember either?
Oh, Buddy Carpano is like, we announce what it's going to be, and my email is full of quickly full of pictures from Buddy Carfano on whatever the theme is. So when I want to know,
You just ask Buddy Carfano.
I just go look at my email and see
He's
what
the
Buddy
keeper
Carfano put in there. Yeah,
The keeper of the theme.
he's
But
the
is he
keeper
here?
of the theme. That's right.
Mike
He's here.
is here. Mike
He's
Slater's here. Who else is here?
Yeah, Mike N's here. Gumbo, Jambalaya. What about that song, Jambalaya? Crawfish. You know what? Cowboys. Yeah, yeah, when I was in Louisiana, it's my friends like crawfish, everything. And then and gumbo. Make gumbo. Okay, Kim's gonna make a lot of noise with the shear. You wanna well, I guess that this view will show us. He remembers. Winter beater with a heater. Remember? Daily drivers, winter beaters, all that kind of stuff.
Oh, this is starting to get dull.
It's starting to get dull?
We've been working it pretty.
Yeah, and you know what? This stuff's kind of hard. So, do you sharpen or you replace the blades or you get a whole new thing or what? Poutine. Your brown gravy, KFC fries and gravy is better. You know, I don't know what it is about KFC's gravy. I don't like it. But I like their coleslaw a lot, and I like their chicken. And KFC used to have barbecue chicken, but they don't do that anymore, and that was so good. Oh, yeah. I know what they had, and they had barbecue ribs in some of the locations. That's gone, and it's too bad. That was in the 80s. You go into KFC and get barbecue ribs, and they were the best of the best. But I don't know, they got rid of them.
Yeah, they outlawed the chemicals to make this.
They outlawed the chemicals?
Too addictive.
Braden, do you have that propane heater going tonight? We sure do. It's right.
I turned it off, and he noticed right away.
Oh, I started getting cold. I go, what happened? Well, it's 66 degrees in here right now. We got the big. I just kind of put some more wood in the wood stove. Got this going. Mark Sauvé says poutine is fries, cheese curds, and gravy.
Right. Good stuff. We're talking about food again.
What's my favorite? My favorite junk food. Oh man. I don't know what's junk food. You know, my favorite fast food would have to be. What did you do?
I squeezed it a little bit, bend it back together a little bit.
The
It's like a dull set of scissors.
So favorite junk food? I wouldn't call it junk food. My favorite fast food would probably be some of the sandwich places like Subway. What's the other one? The one that
I think Subway counts as junk food.
Does it?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Bread is bad.
Well, there's part of the problem. You cut through
I hit the wood.
You hit the wood. Didn't do much damage, but you cut a little of it. Let's see. Jimmy John's. Is Jimmy John? Oh no, which is the one that says you do it their way? Is that Mike's? Mike's is to do it. What's the one that says you want it done his way, and they put all oil and vinegar and stuff. Yeah, which one was that? I forget which Jersey Mike's. Jersey Mike's, I think, is the one, would be my favorite one of those. But Subway's pretty good too. Man, I hadn't had a Subway in a couple of years. On the way back from No Name Nationals, we stopped and got a Subway.
Yeah.
So good. I miss that so much. Man. Dill pickles and ice cream. Were you pregnant?
That could be.
Oh, let me help hold this. That's not a good direction to hold. Let's try the upside down. Okay. Danny boy, I stick my stomach out all the way. It looks like I'm several months along. When I weighed 30 pounds more, it looked like I was 9 months. From what you said, I think you're a thin guy, but I'm not sure. Some of us carry more weight than others. I sure did, and I still do a little, but I was bigger than you. Stop for a second. I can't keep this from vibrating. I'm trying to slow it down from vibrating, and it's
Shaking your whole body.
yes. Ooh, that's hot. Ooh, I started smelling that. You know what it was? I was getting kind of close to heat.
Well, it beats being cold.
It beats being cold, but I don't want to be on fire. Danny Boyd, I'm a flabbergasted. Braden always wants all these favorites. Is your favorite family Feud actor or host of all time? I don't even know what you're talking about. Kim, do you know what you're talking about?
I like Drew Carey. He's all right.
Drew Carey. Yeah.
He's all right.
Okay. And I can grab a file. I had a file here, but maybe I put it away. I think I put it away. I can clean that edge all up if you want me to. Or if you want, I can. I don't know what your next step is, but I could help with it. Kim, whatever you did, you made more room through here, which I last night you had it so tight I couldn't get through.
I know. Some men might prefer it so tight that they can't get through. I didn't say that out loud. I let the intrusive thoughts win, apparently.
She had this really up against the wall. I couldn't walk through it.
Okay.
I'm going to take this from Kim. Not going to let her have it. She'll try to buff it off. Buff, yeah. She'll try to buff it off with the wire wheel. That's how she hurt herself.
Hurt herself?
Scary. Yeah, you were trying to clean the paint or something off one of those curly Q things. That's what tore your hand all up.
Yeah. I gotta.
Who's the English guy from Hogan's Heroes? That was. Man, he died recently. Richard Dawson. Yep, Richard Dawson. Yeah, Newkirk. Yeah, Hogan's Heroes, I think, was one of the better shows from back when I was young. The thing about Hogan's Heroes, they had all the right people. It's just, it was kind of good. When you get done with that, Kim, I'll clean it up. I was going to do that, but you took it away. She's doing something to it over there. I don't know what she's doing.
I'm pulling some seams here.
So, Dean, are you actually thinking about coming up here for No Name Nationals? I wonder if that's even a possibility. That'd be pretty cool. Braden, I still like Vanna White. A lot of those Fox News actors. You mean Fox News anchors? Or do you mean actors? Hey, boy! B? FB? Oh, my God.
Is that wrong? Is that wrong?
What is this Mark Survey? We put about 20 baby carrots in the cage for our two, I don't know what those are, conures? Yesterday, got up this morning and all was gone. What is that? I mean, there's some talk about Dean Stevenson buying a Mexican spec car and getting it and bringing it to No Name Nationals. And then what would you do? Would you ship it to New Zealand? What it would profit? I don't know. They were kind of like small parrots. Okay. Not like a parakeet. My sister had a parakeet when we were kids. And she had that bird for years. And I was on the phone with her, I don't know, a couple of months ago, and I mentioned it to her. And she says, she goes, I don't remember. God, that was your bird. The parakeet named Petey. And she had that bird for quite a while. My father didn't like it because he'd like make a mess. He didn't like that mess in the house. She had to clean it up. I'm surprised she doesn't remember having to clean that mess up. They looked like overgrown budgies. Yeah, I understood. Ray says, I want an armadillo or a chinchilla. Armadillo? Don't they carry some diseases? The wild animal I like around here are the possums. Possums are pretty good. But I still think the best pets are really cats and dogs. Guanacato. Is that a thing? I repeated one. I'm keen, but the property still hasn't sold. A lot of details still need to be tied up before Christmas. Details. Dean, are you moving? Did you see the Cowboys are trying to leave Minnesota? Cowboys or Seaboys? I don't know. They had it on their Life Wide Open podcast. They talked about it. Buddy Carafano, I wanted a pet cow as a kid. That's a big animal, man. But then you might not need a lawnmower. Let's see here. Oh, you cleaned the edge all up.
A little bit, yeah.
That was my job with the file.
You should still check. It still needs dressing.
That should still do it. It still needs dressing. You bent that all the way over.
I didn't mean to, but I bent the wrong end, and then I.
So what is that? What is that?
This was supposed to be a flange, but I bent it to flat. This was supposed to be bent flat. So this is fine. I'll have to make a little bit more flange on it.
If you straighten that, it'll probably crack.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. It's gonna be rigid enough like it is. I didn't flatten it all the way down. This one I flattened.
This guy is sticky shit.
Well, yeah, I try to scrape as much off.
Yeah, you know what that is. That's it. But I was gonna do all this in a file, and you went over there and did it with a high speed.
Danny boy, that's through summer.
What is this? My friend had a pet cow. Where's that? He took it away. I was gonna read it, and I looked away.
He took it down because I said it was gruesome.
What did he say?
He said they cut up his friend's pet cow and made it into chili.
Oh.
I mean,
So?
I don't know. It's nature and all, and
That's what happens.
I don't know.
FAA was the Future Farmers in America, and kids belong to that stuff. And then they raise a pig, and then they take the pig to the fair, and then they sell the pig. And you know what happens to the pig? Kids end up they learn what really happens to them. They learn if they really want a pet or if they want to raise animals for it. I guess should I leave a little of this flange for you to weld and maybe I'll take it down a little bit? I don't know, Kim. This got a loop on the end of it.
I mean, just make it so it doesn't cut us.
Okay, so if it has no loop, you're gonna weld that up.
I mean, I can get it with the grinder, but
it's gonna weld off anyway. I don't know.
Yeah, once I'm done welding, make sure you have Oh, man. Steam.
You're running out of steam?
A little bit. Where are we at? 2 hours in yet?
Oh, we're 2 hours and 27 minutes in. Yeah, actually, a lot of time went by, huh? Well, we got a few things done.
We got a lot done left.
Yeah, that's how it is. So you do one side of something, you learn what you're doing, then the second side goes quicker, and then you're done. And you start learning with another part. That's how building airplanes was. But I built enough of some of them that were good at it. Like the Titan Tornado. I could build Titan Tornadoes, like almost not be thinking about what I'm doing.
Yeah, like it took you an evening to really figure that pattern out.
Right, and like the first time through on any part, you got to figure it out.
Yeah, I is necessary, and it was worthwhile to make the part. No doubt about that. Yeah, you can get that out. Steve, Sebastian, what's the plan for this car? This car was a 4-door 1972 Plymouth Valiant, and we have removed the roof, welded the rear doors shut, and are converting it into a pickup truck-like thing that is a tribute to the Australian Plymouth, what did they call them?
Well, it was a Wayfarer. Chrysler Wayfarer. Here, I think I can bring up a picture.
Yeah, that'd be good. Bring up a picture. And we have a friend.
That right there.
We have a friend. This is his vehicle, and he's in Australia, and he's sent us dimensions and things. And we just think it's more interesting vehicle than just a 4-door 72 Valiant. But it is a lot of work converting the cab. And oh, the other thing that's special that Buck Del Campo figured out a while back is that when they made this vehicle, this blue vehicle, they actually started with this vehicle.
Well, they started with the...
Not exactly this vehicle,
they didn't,
this has a different body swoop. It's a slightly different vehicle.
Mostly 2-doors have long doors. But this Wayfarer Ute in Australia, they use the short front doors like on the 4-door. So a 4-door car was perfect for a base to do this. And, you know, we got this 4-door, not very exciting, and I thought, make a nice project. Let's do it. So we're doing it.
And we're doing well. We're using, we've scavenged quite a few of the parts from a Ford Ranger that I had in the, parts yard. And
are you going to turn the other camera on?
Yeah, I'm going to turn the other camera on so you can see the back a little bit. And we've done...
Tell me when it comes on so I can...
It's on now. I don't know how well you can see.
Yeah, there's that's the back of a Ranger pickup that Kim cut out. Kim, that piece is just, it needs some trimming. It doesn't fit very well.
Yeah, there's more to do.
Okay, but anyway, it's
and we'll be using the inner part of the Ranger bed. We're keeping the outside of the Valiant for the bed sides, but we'll be using the inners of a thing.
And those inner door panels that you can see there for the back doors, those are steel, which is really nice because you weld that all to the outer door panels, and it makes like a tube. Really strengthens everything back to the wheel wells. So you don't lose any strength. That's for darn sure.
Welcome in, by the way. Seabass. We are live on Tuesday nights starting at 7 Central. And we do a picture show we have a studio with a green screen, and we do a picture show. We pick a topic and we show pictures that viewers send in. Pictures
of their own cars, their garages, their shops, their yard, their dogs, their cats, whatever. But mostly it's cars.
It's a different sort of entertainment. This is a shop night. We come out late. We start late after everybody else is done streaming. We clean up crew and we tinker on our project, try and make progress, and chat with people.
Yeah, and the shop videos, live videos are on Thursday and Saturday nights. And you're asking about the back window.
It is not the same rear window trim, but it is the same window glass. But we had to make some custom bend. You can see all the sanding and metal work and stuff like that. If I get in closer, you can see. But the whole trailing edge of that.
Can you do that so they can see what
I can get a little closer, but it doesn't show up very well.
Yeah, you can see
watch, I had to move the heater. So.
Okay. Oh, heater's making funny noise. Okay. You see that trailing edge is actually
a 3D. I'm so sorry, everyone.
It's actually a 3D thing. It's comes back. It's got a trailing edge, and then it's got a concave piece underneath, and it's not finished yet, but it's almost done.
I did all that with the welder and some rod stock and some
that'll be like
stock.
a tube.
We used some flat stock like this here, a flat stock like this, so that we could do a little more welding and forming. Hi, Olive. Welcome in.
Oh, there's Space Cat, Plymouth Valcamino. So anyway, the back window for that also came out of the Ranger, and we were lucky. It's one of the ones that has a sliding window. So we'll have a sliding window in it.
And yeah, it's a lot of fabrication right now. It moves a little bit slow because it's very custom. We're building it to our own specifications and our own liking. And
it's got a set of bucket seats in there now that recline instead of the original bench seat. And so we wanted to make sure it would. I like to drive with the seat reclined back like a notch. So I wanted to make sure all that would fit in there.
Did you see Mark Survey says he found a DeSoto for sale around here?
Oh, really? So anyway, we have room inside and everything, so it'll be pretty nice in there. Copied the pics for you. Oh, okay.
Welcome all around, Olive. Thank you for all your writing. Say, Space Cat. Where's everybody coming from?
What happened? One of the other, somebody finished up a live and everybody jumped in here. That's pretty good. We're on visit everybody. Let's see here. Kim took this off because somebody is talking about us using that emblem on something on the sale panel, but I don't know about that. Beth says, a Ranger. Wow, I thought it was the original trim. Nice work. Well, thanks. The Ranger was a car. It was really a rough pickup that ran, and Kim needed the Cologne engine out of it for her Bronco 2. So we did that, and then we had the cab off the frame anyway, and then. But I don't know. Oh, we decided to use the pickup bed. We're going to use the floor of the bed and the sides for this vehicle. And then we were trying to figure out how we were going to do the back window. And she went out there and with her shears and cut the back out of the pickup bed and brought out of the cab and then brought it in here and cut trim. And pretty soon we were able to fit it in there. We did that on a live show. Fit it in there.
Yeah, we do a lot of tinkering on the live shows. It's fun.
What is this? What is this? $20K Canadian for that DeSoto. Ooh, $20K. Even Canadian, what is that, about 15 US, something like that. Dean Stevens says, I love DeSoto too, which is a different kind of soda versus DeSoto and DeSoda. And then Braden wants to know what country has the best soda and what brand. Oh, God. Russia. Kvass. That is the Russian word, kvass.
Kvassa?
Although,
I hate kvass.
I'm probably banned from going to Russia right now because of the political issues. But when I was in Russia, there was a soft drink called kvass, and I loved that stuff. And I don't know if there's stores here where you can get it, but I don't know. Not necessary.
Okay, I'm gonna weld.
Okay, we've got welding noise. Oh, let me get it on the right thing here. I took the ground off. I'm sorry. Mike N says kvass. Oh, you know what kvass is.
Is that the word for today?
Mike N says bread soda. You know, it is.
Russian word for today is, say it.
Kvass. It is fermented bread, but it sounds like it has alcohol in it, but it's not an alcoholic drink. It's I don't even know how to explain what it tastes like. I told somebody it tasted kind of like root beer. And then I knew a Russian that tried root beer, and she thought it was disgusting. So it's not the same as root beer at all. What welder were you using? We were using a Hobart It's a Hobart 140, Hobart Handler 140, and it's a 110 volt. Of course, we got it turned way down. She's got it on the lowest voltage setting because we're doing sheet metal tack, and you don't want to warp the sheet metal. Buddy Carapon says Fanta orange soda. You know, yeah, but in fact, there's a generic orange soda that's just a store brand, $1 for a 2-liter. Why else would I buy it? 2 liters for $1, and I drink that stuff. I drink quite a bit of that stuff. Braden says Dr. Pepper. Dr. Pepper. I drink the generic Dr. Pepper as well, but the real Dr. Pepper is okay. What'd you say, Kim?
You got the camera on me at all, or no?
Yeah, I do.
I get the back of my head and parts.
Yeah, but that's about all I can. Now that camera, maybe I can switch to that camera. You could see better.
I knocked it off. I turned it off.
Oh, you knocked the heater off. Okay.
Sorry.
Ale 81 blackberry soda for the win. Mark Sauvé, remember when 2-liter Coke and Pepsi bottles were glass?
Oh.
I do remember. I don't know if they were 2 liters though. I think they were something less than that. Maybe in Canada they were. I don't know. Dr. Pepper has more caffeine than Mountain Dew. Both have a lot. What if goat piss becomes gasoline? What are you talking about, Dan? Buddy Carfana, Arizona iced tea, favorite drink, better than any soda. And what do I have sitting next to my computer at home right now? I think it's a big jug. I think it's 3 liters of Arizona iced tea. It's Arizona green tea is what I have. Green tea with ginseng. Let's see here. What's your choice if you had to pick between orange soda, grape soda, or blackberry? Oh, probably the orange. Danny, I remember when 2-liter bottles that had a cap at the bottom protect the bottle.
I remember that, yeah.
Really?
They had like a big black cup this high, and they stuck the bottle in there. That's because they didn't mold the bottom of the shape on the bottom. They glued them into that so it didn't fall over.
It was a roly-poly bottom, like a scuba tank.
Yeah?
Yeah, I forgot about those.
That's how they molded the tank, and then I guess somebody
Oh, yeah, now they got feet on them.
invented feet so they didn't have to do all of that. Probably save them.
What does all Kiwis know? No, to have their own opinions. But I do not get involved in the civilian affairs of domestic politics. Just glad you're not a yellow belly. Okay, whatever that's about. I never seen glass 2-liter that I realized. You know, I think they were smaller than 2-liter. But I remember big glass bottles. Gearhead, interesting news on synthetic fuel. They have made gasoline out of air. Oh, you know that's actually easy to do. You turn the engine backwards, and then air sucks in the exhaust pipe, sucks all the pollution in, and then it goes up into the carburetor, makes gasoline, it comes back, and then every week or two, all you got to do is every week or two, you just got to drain the gas.
Drain your gas tank, yeah.
Let's see. Seabass, nice you're using gas. Yep, I've used Uncle's 140 Hobart, nice welder. I recently bought a 140 Lincoln, 140 for my 79 Camaro project. What do you think of the Lincoln? I had a Lincoln 100 that came with flux core. I converted it to gas, and man, I struggled with that welder for years. I just didn't like it. And then I was working a place, and they had one of these little Hobarts that you could wheel around and use it. Man, that thing worked so well. And then I was in a what's that store I like? Tractor Supply. I was in a Tractor Supply near where I work. Went in there one day and they had these Hobart 140s in boxes, and that was like probably 5 years ago. They were in boxes, and they were $395 on sale. And as soon as work was over, I went over there, and there was 2 left. I got one of them, and that's this one. And I sold the Lincoln to some guy that wanted it. So Kevin Sturgis here. Good evening. What was that? I missed something.
Yeah, glass 2-liter bottles must have been gone by the time I was old enough to remember, because
Probably right. They were taken off the market because when they would tip over, they would explode. My dad worked at a grocery store at the time and got stitches.
yeah, that'd be a big bottle too.
I hate it when I cut myself badly enough I need stitches.
Mark Sauvé looks like he copied and pasted as a major push into larger formats, but these glass versions were quickly replaced by plastic due to safety issues, shattering in stores, with the plastic 2-liter emerging by 1978. That makes sense, because I wouldn't have been old enough.
Danny Boyd, Hobo Shoestring. Man, do I remember him. Used to duct tape the hell out of the bottom of his water jugs because they would wear out and leak in the train bouncing. Remember Hobo Shoestring? He died, about a year, probably more than a year ago now. Yeah. I kind of liked that guy, I used to follow him all over the place. It's pretty interesting videos for some reason. Josh Holman, I never remember seeing glass 2-liter bottles. I think the ones we had were smaller. They were probably like 2 quarts or maybe, I don't know what the heck they were. Danny Boyd, I love pierogies. Yeah, it's good stuff. Coca-Cola introduced the large 2-liter glass bottle in the mid-'70s, specifically around 74.
I read it already. You don't have to read it.
Okay, I missed that. I'm sorry.
It's okay. I already read it.
Well, it's scrolling by pretty quickly. I'm just trying to catch them before they disappear up the top. I'll move down this chat a little bit if I miss some. Sorry. Well, since you like custom line, the 54 is almost finished. I'll do a video on it cruising and hopefully have the Greymouth Hot Rod show here. You know what's weird is down under those things you had flatheads after we did. And the 54 for us was the first year of the tubing, the big tube cross member with the Y block and the sump up front. And the 53 was the last year that had that big wide cross member. And I'm assuming your 54 had the big wide cross member like the 53. But it looks like a 54. It's just, sometimes I just wonder what these companies were thinking, where they made one way and halfway around the world they did it another way, but they look the same.
Dies over to the other.
They moved the dies over there?
Or they did a rollout. Like one year they changed it in America, and then within the next couple of years they changed the designs elsewhere.
Because my father bought a 53 new, and had a flathead. I can't imagine buying a new flathead Ford, but anyway, he did. It was the first car I ever rode in. I came home in a 53 Ford with flathead. So I'm curious, how long did they have the flathead in cars in New Zealand and Australia? Were they like just 54, or was it 55, 56? When did they stop that? Danny Boyd, so now that you mention, I remember knocking over a glass 2-liter-ish bottle at a convenience store around 79 or 80 and shattered it and called attention to me, looking like a dumbass. Yeah. And I dropped something. I wasn't supposed to be picking stuff up, and I dropped something. I don't remember what it was in some store, some breakable thing, crash on the floor. My mother paid for it, and oh man, I didn't hear the end of that. I'm still practicing with flux, but I know gas is much cleaner and definitely want to use quarter pounds. Kim was welding with flux core, all flux core, until she came here like 3 years ago. And I said, here, try this. And she started messing with the gas and making some sparks. And struggling with it a little bit. And within about an hour, she's making really nice welds.
The gas makes it so much better. It doesn't spit and spatter and
There's not
smoke, and
there's not all this crap to clean up afterwards. Like a flux core is like using it's almost like using a
stick welder
because it's got
with
flux.
really thin, yeah. Yeah, it's a continuous feed stick welder is all it is. It's rough. And for panel work, I mean, it's hard with this on thin sheet metal, but I've got a really good flux core welder. It's tough. It's just really tough.
Buddy Carfon says, I remember when Milkman would deliver milk in glass bottles. See, my parents were from New York City, and we lived in California when I was a kid, and they always told me about glass bottles. We never had them out there. We had the 2-liter, or I guess they were 2-quart box milk, and we had a milkman. Milkman came like 3 days a week and dropped off the milk. That's how it was back then. We had a milkman. And the milkman drove a Divco. Exactly. Same with us. It was a big orange and white Divco, said Foremost on the side of it.
I remember the old milk bottles, but we never had deliveries at my place. But we had an old milk box. I think it said Turner's on it.
Oh, the box itself.
Yeah,
okay.
It was an aluminum insulated box. And it was around for decades after the milk deliveries were gone. They were everywhere.
And Kevin Sturgis and Granddad both say 54 was the last flathead. 55 the Y block. Okay. Yeah, because I had a lot of Y block Fords when I was young. I had a 55, several 56s, several 57s. And then we started. Kids that had money didn't have Y blocks. They had what we call the big block, which is now called an FE. It was before the current big block. So, when I finally got the point where I saved the money that I could buy a big block, which is an FE engine, I started putting those in my 57. I don't think I ever put one in a 56. I put it in 57s. That's for darn sure. I built a 406, bore a 390 out 80 thousandths and used 406 pistons in it. You you have a cast crank still, unlike a 406. But I put the intake manifold with the 3 2-barrel carburetors and everything, and the cast iron headers. That thing was amazing, fast 57 Ford. And it was the cast iron headers like for the 406, not the big ones for the 427. Those would never fit in there. Danny Boyd, Milkman was not a handsome devil, so he could not have been my father. Yeah, there were always jokes about that. Milk deliveries came in like F-450 trucks of varying vintage. The hood plant had hundreds. Zolif says that. Danny Boyd, Mama always told me she had good taste. Dean Stevenson, our Aussie Fords were Canadian Fords, buff from 55 to 57, but we went Y block at the same time. The Breen gun carriers and Ford pilots were all sideways, or all side valve way late, so there were heaps of spare parts. Here at Aircella uses DAC catalytic hydrogenation to make drop-in gas. Not sure what that means. After the American cars, a certain model year were built, body dyes were often sent to other countries. They were then made and looked like ours. I remember seeing cars that were from Australia that looked like our 56 Ford, and they were up to like 58 or 9 or something, and they had a different dash in them. The hood over the instruments was smaller, and of course it was on the right side, but it was a smaller hood over the instruments. But Mama always said she didn't raise no dumbasses till I got to high school, and then she stopped saying that. Oh, geez. These said 3.6 liter 221s and 3.9 239s are the most common junk engines. like we had 239 flatheads, and then one year, 54, we had 239 Y blocks, but they're different bore and stroke. And then that was weird. The Fords had 239s and the Mercury's had 256s. 1 year Y blocks, and then after that they were all 272s, 292s, 312s. 48 to 53 Ford Pilot had 221. Not the little, okay, the little 60. Yeah, flathead 60. Dean Sue's positive reinforcement. Danny Boyd, I'm a dumbass. Hear me? Mark Survey, we live about an hour and a half from Ottawa. My wife, I love this certain Chinese restaurant. She wanted to pick up some. She wanted to pick some up. $345 worth of Chinese food. Gulp.
Yum.
Granted, says, I like the sound of a flathead. Man, I haven't heard one of those in years, except maybe on YouTube or something. You know, the thing about, I built radiators for years. And the guys that had flatheads, they always needed radiators that are like this thick and this big and everything because they're running that exhaust port through the coolant, you know, or through the water jacket. And that's tough, man. But they did it, you know. And then the Y blocks weren't around for real long, but I had many of them. Well, then I was in Illinois in 1973. I was in the Air Force there, and I picked up a 62 Ford for a couple $100. It had a 292 Y block in it, so I ended up driving that around for a while. So I went back to Y blocks for a short period of time.
You had the same food for dinner yesterday, today, and maybe tomorrow. Nice. I hope it was good.
What is this? Yeah, they were Meteors, Buck. 55 through 7 Canadian Star Fords. 55 base for 2 extra years. Really? Did you guys go all 12 volt in 56? Did that happen? See here, GM some of the cars went 12 volt before that, but most cars went 12 volt starting at 56. Fords certainly did. So I was wondering if that all happened at the same time down in Granted, it's just like the series Poly 318 has a different note. I think they sound lumpier than the LA. You know, I have a really nice 318 Poly that we've got to put together. And that's another project we got coming up. I kind of wanted to put that engine in this car. This has such a nice
This is
slant.
Supposed to be the Turbo del Campo.
It's got such a nice slant in it.
We're building a turbo. We got the welding rod.
I don't know what I'm going to put my 318 Poly in. I'll build the engine, then I'll find the car.
Yes.
Well, today, guess what I've had for dinner yesterday, today, and likely tomorrow? Yeah, that's Chinese food. God, I love Chinese food too.
Are you getting cold at all?
I am getting cold.
Okay.
You shut the heater off?
I have a chore for us to do. It says it's 65 in here. I don't know why.
Why am I so cold? Do you feel cold?
Oh yeah, I can feel it.
Cold too.
But look, I have a chore that requires us opening the door. And it might be interesting enough that I can turn the camera on and they'll watch, but after we do that, we're going to be cold and we're going to probably be done. Drag that bed in here so we can dress. So I can dress it down.
That means we got to drive this thing out.
No, we've made enough room that it can be in front of it. It can sit right there while
you think so? What are you going to do? Tip it up on its side or something?
No, it can lay flat. There's enough room up there.
She wants to bring the bed in. And this is not something we sleep in. This is the piece that goes in the back of this car.
We have to cut the bed sides off. We have to take a lot of measurements.
It's going to get cold.
It's cold outside to do that.
It's really cold. Is there still snow on the ground?
No.
No, the snow melted.
But it's cold out there.
But yeah, it got cold again after.
It's freezing because it's after dark.
Okay, I asked a question. Let's see if anybody.
But I'll leave the camera on. You guys can watch us fight with it. I'm going to get the dolly. That'll help drag. But I wanted to warn you about what our plans are. And then this is making possible. You can come over here.
Okay, I'm going to have to leave the chat for a few minutes while we go move. Oh, I asked about 6 volt. It's in Ford Motor Company switched to its all North American passenger cars, including Canadian-only Meteor brand, from 6 volt to 12 volt electrical system for the 56 model year. Okay, same thing as here. Okay, I'm going to go help Kim with this.
You got to get gloves.
I gotta find my gloves. I put them somewhere. Is this them? This is my gloves.
Okay,
Got
I gotta
gloves.
find a pair of gloves. A set of gloves too.
And that means we're gonna
have to change
okay, I'm
cameras.
gonna switch
I've got
camera.
another camera.
I'm gonna switch camera to this camera
Yeah, they can
to the
watch
door there. You got it, Kim. You got it. And then we're gonna drag a pickup bed in. Oh, and you got a hand truck.
Yeah, the hand truck. Probably you could use the hand truck. Pull all these tracks out.
Steel.
Make fun of that seal. That helps.
You ready? Heat's just gonna rush out.
No. Yeah.
Okay, let's get the cord out of the way. I don't want to drag that. Don't want to drag a big piece of steel across electrical. Sorry.
Okay. You're on the dolly. Can you maybe walk it back a little bit? Don't go.
I got the idea of what's going on. Wait, you're gonna push and I'm gonna pull.
I'm gonna try and push it.
I'm in the wrong spot. But you said it would fit.
Okay.
Come back much more.
Now let me.
Oh, I see what you're doing. Side pushing.
A lot of boards, so I didn't think they were this much in the way.
Will the door close?
It will. All I'm gonna do is get to it.
How are we gonna get out of here?
Don't worry.
I'm stuck in here for a
Go all the way around. Now we gotta go all the way around. There.
Okay, so let's see. 12 volts is standard. I slept in the back of a truck before, so it was my bed. Might have been drunk. Them 6-volt lights sure do work good when you shove 12 volts through them. Yep, for a couple of minutes. Oh, and then somebody rode for a couple of minutes. Holy golly.
Okay, you can change the camera.
That's a nice dolly.
You can change the camera and sit down.
You know what? That I gotta show this. I gotta show this just because it's funny. I gotta get it off the other here. Can you see this? I'm trying to get it in the camera, but I can't get it in the camera. I'll move over to the other camera. Oh, Tim, I'm. Thing's bigger than I thought it was. Now we got to climb over everything.
Oh.
There's no room for anything. Let's see here. Come back to single cam. There, single cam. And then I'll take this thing, flip it over or something. Anybody see this? Yeah, is this the wheel? Nope. That wheel's okay. This wheel, you see that? The wheel is not bent. They welded it wrong. It's just welded. It's like they welded it screwed up.
Okay? Yeah, that's a nice wheel.
So what happened was they had this at Harbor Freight, and I wanted it. And I wanted one of these, and I moved it, and it was bent.
No, it's not welded on this side. The problem is it's not welded on this side because you could bend it.
So we can fix it.
Look,
but we'll have to take the tire off and fix it, or weld really small welds.
You know what? No, it's a split rim, and it's just a weak piece of garbage.
So anyway.
Hey, don't knock down the $1,000 camera with a $1,000.
So I don't remember what this was. It was like $60 or something. And I said, I'll give you half price for it. And they go, no. Gonna give me like $5 off or something. I said, what? Who's gonna buy this? And I argued with them. And they ended up giving it to me for $30 for half. I was pretty happy.
That's funny.
I didn't care if the wheel was bent. I brought it home. I've been using it ever since. Years ago.
It helps.
Years ago. Paid $30.
What's the temperature in here now? It says it's still 60 degrees.
Oh, but that's just because the
definitely not 60.
The thermometer has not come down yet.
Yeah, the thermometer can't keep up how fast it's dropping.
Danny Boy says that dolly's nicer than any of my cars, except for maybe my truck. Let's see, what did I write on? I think I put the date on here. I bought this 13 June of 19. I remember I wrote it on there because it was funny.
That was cold.
Buddy Carfano, make a short out of what you're going to show us. Oh yeah, I could probably make I'll make a short on this thing, this tow dolly. That's actually a pretty good idea. Oh, did the commercials come in? Yeah, I didn't catch them. Split rim, watch out. Yeah, we'll let the air out and get the tire off before we do that. It's not really a split rim. It's a bolt together. It's two halves of a rim that have bolts.
And it's got a tube in it.
And it's got a tube in it, probably. Split rim's different kind of thing. Yeah, I worked around split rims for so long. I just thought that was normal, and all of a sudden everybody freaks out over them. The joke was, when you put there's a cage and you put the tire, the whole wheel in there before you air it up in case it comes apart. But the joke was, there's always, tire shop, you see one of those cages that you put the wheel in, and the guy is inside the cage and he's airing up the tire outside because he's safer in the cage. See, it's better that they have run out like that. That's how my sack barrel rides. I'm not sure what a sack barrel is. Is that like a wheelbarrow? And trolley and all these. I never see Danny Boy's Widowmakers. Yeah. Mine has a AFO number plate hidden from the customer I delivered to. I'm not sure what that is. The AFO plate. Oh God, it is cold in here. It actually is warming up more than I thought it would, Kim. I mean, I was really cold when that door was open, but it's not too bad.
Yeah, I waited till the end of the stream. I didn't want to do it before or during. So I think are we at 3 hours?
We are just over 3 hours.
Maybe we should give them a break. I'll come over and say goodbye.
Okay, and then we'll do a short, and then
some shorts.
And then we'll get out of here.
Yeah, guys, we've reached the end. If you're still here, you get 3 points for sticking it out and keeping us company and giving us encouragement. We got some work done. It doesn't look like anything, but having all this stuff welded in so that we can...
Well, and you made the panel.
Yeah, and the panel's made. We have panels for both sides now, but we can't fit them in and finish them until we know exactly where the bed is going, and that's where the bed had to come in here.
Well, and last night, everything she did on this side, last night we did on the other side. So,
yeah, so we have
the
both
other
sides.
side, both sides cut out, both sides, all those.
And a lot of the rear of
all that stuff's in.
The cab is fitted out. There's some filler pieces that I need to make, but they're really easy. They're uniform. It's not a lot of custom. It's just like here to here and tack, 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 and it's in. There's a lot of welding that needs done. It does not have to be perfect, continuous welds, as long as it's not like heavy structural stuff. So as long as it's not going to fall off, we can just use some of the short strand, put it together with that. The night is still young, says Kevin.
DF Repair. Haven't seen you in here. Have you been here? Good evening. If I missed you, I'm sorry. But we're taking off. So
one of you guys has got to do the late show.
Yeah, one of you got to do a live.
Especially
the late
Saturday
show,
night. There's still 20, 30 people.
The show after us.
Yeah, and there's been hundreds of people throughout the stream. There's been hundreds of people who have stopped in, either said hello or watched for a few minutes. We know because it gives us a view count. So there's over 200 people who have stopped in tonight.
Hey, look at this! Look at
Mike,
this,
Mike!
So hey, I'm glad we stuck around an extra minute. Like up to Citybaker and Kim gives a dance. Thank you. So.
Oh, AC cooling tower would do it. Blinky, 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 blinky. Oh,
jeez.
We did welding, we did cutting, we did dragging, we did firewood.
Dragging.
We did a lot of stuff.
Dragging.
For a couple of hours, we did a lot of stuff.
And then for those of you that
Thank
know
you for making that aluminum pattern. That really
those of you that know Chrysler products.
Oh, he's proud of that. I'm proud of that.
How often do you see this?
We made a door so it has like so that we could get the filler. So the filler neck goes low now, so we can slide the bed in.
The reason is because we needed to make that go under the bed, and there's a Australian part that we'd have to. I can't imagine having to get that or make it, and it was more complicated than I want to make. Kim goes, I think the one on the old Ranger truck would work if she went out there and but it came with this whole door and this whole thing, so
I welded the door in.
Why not?
It looks silly.
Yeah, Danny Boyd says split rims with a retainer ring, get a cage and be careful. Yeah, and see, that's where the joke was. The guy that was airing the tire up would get in the cage and reach out there and put the air in the tire. Oh, man. So, I guess we're going to say goodnight.
Thank you, everyone, for your comments and for hanging out with us. We'll be back on Tuesday night earlier with the studio stream. And we'll keep working.
It will be around.
Stay warm.
See you Tuesday. Take care.